Welcome to That's Football for Croatia versus Albania. We are here for the 2 p.m. kickoff of the Euros as the Euros continue. And what a tournament it has been so far. There's been some cracking goals, there's been some cracking games. And although Croatia and Albania might not be the fanciest names, it might not be the game when you read the headline, you're like, yes, that's the game of the afternoon.
I mean, there could be a lot of Croatians watching this, so exactly. So they might be excited for it.
And do you know what? I go on holiday to Croatia in literally 13 days, so I want them to stay in the competition. So when I get there...
Yeah, the energy's going to be like a lot of bubbling. Everyone, to be fair, if they go through, because Croatia have done pretty well in the last couple of tournaments, so if they go through, they might be thinking, you know what, this might be the one.
Exactly.
This might be the one that we're going to actually win.
Exactly, so we need good vibes. I'm joined with Maud. Maud's first Euros Watchalong. You excited?
Yeah, I feel like I've been in ages, to be fair. I've been away, to be fair, actually.
Yeah, you've been away.
I've been away.
Sunny yourself.
Yeah.
Love that.
So, I'm excited. I want to see a lot of goals this game. I'm hoping that there's going to be quite a few, because to be fair, the tournament so far has been good, in my opinion.
It has. Like, literally, yesterday we came into it, Turkey versus Georgia, me and Jordan, and we were like, you know what? Like, every game's been good, so we're not going to write this off. And like, 2 teams that are fighting it out. And for me, that was the game in the tournament so far. And it's, okay, not the flashiest names. It's not like a Portugal or France or anything like that. But them sometimes can be the best games. Yeah,
and literally, I feel like when it comes to international tournaments, I've always said it's not really about, like, the big names anyway. Sometimes the teams that just want it more. I feel like sometimes countries, and this is a topic that we'll talk about anyway, but players sometimes play harder for the countries anyway than they might play for the club team, because naturally you feel closer and you feel more of a connection with your country. So the smaller players, like I say smaller, but the lesser known players could end up putting in bigger performances just because they want it more. Yeah,
we've seen that. And we'll talk about like players to watch so far, players that have impressed us. We're going to talk about loads of different topics. Any topics that you want to discuss, get them in the chat. Hit a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get in all of your conversations in the chat as well. We're going to make it as interactive as possible. But going into this game, Maud, just a couple of predictions. I mean, who are you feeling to win this game? And Albania, what are your thoughts on them, like, in the moment, like, going into that game?
I mean, it's going to have to be Croatia. I mean, naturally, I feel like Croatia already, I think they're the 10th ranked in like the FIFA rankings, which is already way further and way a lot higher than Albania. I think Albania is like 66 or something like that. So if we're talking about just like bookies, Croatia should win. But then if you're talking about individual players, they've got a pretty good team. Like, they've actually got a very good team. Obviously, they've got Modric. Everyone knows about Modric. They've got Gvardiol. They've got Kovacic in midfield. They've got quite a few players that are playing high level football. So
their keeper's good as well.
Who's the keeper again? I don't even want to pronounce some of their names, because I feel bad when I pronounce some of their names wrong, because it's like, I don't know how to say it.
I need to have a look at actually like the actual name, but I remember him being a really, really good keeper, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just go and have a look here at the keeper. Livakovic? Yeah. He plays for Fenerbahce.
Okay, yeah.
I remember him being good in the last tournament, and a lot of people are talking about him. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the game. What I would say about Croatia is they're quite an aging team. Obviously, they've got Gvardiol and stuff who's coming through. But, you know, Modric, this is probably his last tournament. And
was he like 37, 38?
Yeah, he's what he's doing is absolutely crazy. Yeah. What I will say about Croatia is when I watched them against Spain, I thought they were really poor. Personally.
Really poor?
Yeah.
I watched a little bit, obviously I was away in it, but I watched a little bit while I was like, at the hotel and that, and I didn't think they were really poor, I just thought they were very wasteful. Like, I thought they could have, if it was on another day, because I think Croatia in general, like the past, like, I don't know, 10 games, I mean, they beat Portugal just before they came to the tournament, and I think they went on like a 6-game unbeaten streak, so I don't think they're a bad team. It's just that I think against Spain were very good, obviously. Spain were a very good team.
Spain were good.
But I think Croatia was just very like wasteful, so it could flip around this game.
The thing is though, in that game, like, they had a penalty, didn't they? Yeah. And then it got ruled off because of the encroachment. Yeah. And, you know, if that would have gone in, you never know what could have happened. So, yeah, I do think Croatia obviously have goals in them and they're a good team, but I was disappointed in the performance against Spain because I expected more. Yeah. Like, they're always a team that you think, no one puts them in, like, the conversations, really, because everyone's talking about the Portugals, the Frances, the Englands, the Germanys, but they're always a team that seems to do really well.
I mean, like, the way I look at international football is, it's not about, like I said before, it's not about the players. End of the day, if Croatia get to a final of, was it the World Cup, and then they got to the semi-final of, I think, the Euros, isn't that what England did?
Oh, no, they've done really well.
So, in my opinion, why are they not in the same conversation as England? They've done the exact same thing. They've done the exact same thing. In fact, where did it end up in that last World Cup? I can't remember.
I actually need to.
Someone let me know where did it end up in the last World Cup, because it's not really about as how big your players are. Look at Belgium and look at Netherlands. Like they've had some serious players in the past how many tournaments, and they've gone nowhere. So end of the day, like if Croatia they get into, did they come third in the last World Cup?
They got far. I remember them getting far, and obviously, I remember the World Cup when they beat us.
Yeah.
And they did really well in that. I mean, that was quite a while ago now, but I always remember them being very successful in these sort of competitions. Very successful.
So,
who did they play? So at the World Cup, Croatia has finished second once in 2018 and third on 2 occasions, 1998 and 2022. So they came third in the last World Cup. Like that's brilliant. I mean, the team's good players, but it's not got like an absolutely stacked squad. So they're really performing for their country. They are.
No, I rate Croatia. I rate them highly, and I think that Spain game, I think it's kind of tainting what people think of Croatia. I genuinely think they're a good team.
Hopefully the proof was wrong today. What we'll say, Albania, fastest goal of the Euros so far. It was literally like
20 seconds.
20 seconds in.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard to beat. My friend at work did like a little quiz, and obviously she's not really into football, so she messaged me all the questions and got me to answer them. And it was like predictions for the quickest goal. Anyone who gets it like spot on will get it. And I said 4 minutes, so I feel like
4 minutes.
I feel like I'm a bit
in the
out.
whole tournament, I
feel like I'm a bit out already. But 1 minute is like a little, because I always think, you know, sometimes in international, like teams go into it a little bit conservatively, you know, there's big stakes on the line. But Albania was right there. Ended up losing though against Italy, which
Italy are a good team though. I can't really blame.
Had they?
In that game,
They didn't even qualify for the last World Cup.
no, but they're the current champions. They're the current European champions.
I've not watched actually the Italy-Albania one. It's the only game I've not watched. So I didn't watch Albania last game. It's the only game of the Euros I've not watched.
Okay. Well, I watched a little bit. I didn't watch the full game. I watched a little bit. And pretty much after that first goal, Italy could control the whole game. Like, to be fair, if it wasn't for that first goal, Italy probably would have won like 3-4-0. Like they absolutely dominated them for the whole game. And yeah, obviously Albania ain't the greatest team, so it doesn't necessarily tell the full story about how good Italy are. But I feel like Italy, they do have decent players. They got obviously Barella had a great game. They had Chiesa had a great game. So I think, like I said, it's harsh on Albania just because again they played a very good team. Same with Croatia, they played a very good team. But I think in this game, if I was going to say anything for Albania to give them any kind of hope, I just feel like they could give a bit more fight and try and push them the same way how Spain kind of pushed them.
Yeah, I think it's important as well for them to, you know, we've seen a lot of the underdogs in this tournament so far just stay in the game.
Yeah.
And it's really helped them out.
Yeah.
Like we saw it with Czech Republic yesterday with Portugal. And I know Portugal did end up winning, but they stayed in the game.
Just about.
Yeah, but exactly, but they stayed in the game for a long time.
They did.
Who did the Netherlands play again? Was it Slovenia? I know Slovenia played Denmark. Netherlands played Poland.
Yeah.
Poland stayed in the game.
Yeah.
God, all the games are merged into one now, but that's what the underdogs have done. So that's what Albania needs to do today.
Who's your underdog for this tournament? Like, who do you think is going to get super far that shouldn't? Like, I say shouldn't, but like people won't predict.
This is what I originally said Denmark, but I watched them the other day and I didn't think they looked any good, to be honest.
Okay.
So I'm gonna change my mind based on yesterday's performance. Turkey.
Good shot.
I genuinely think Turkey.
I was going to say that, yeah.
I look at their group, and apart from Portugal, who I expected them to look better, to be honest, yesterday. Apart from Portugal, like, you know, they should really be getting through that group. You know, Georgia looked half decent. Czech Republic, to be fair, looked half decent as well. But I don't know if that's because Portugal just weren't at the races yet. Yeah. But I think Turkey, like, the talent they have on show and the fight that they had, the aggression, I think they could be one to watch.
I like Turkey. I think, obviously, named Arda
Güler.
Good player. Proper
really
good player. He's a Champions League winner. I mean, how many players can say that?
Did you know Arda Güler broke the record, Ronaldo's record, for being the youngest player to score in his debut match in the Euros?
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So what a record to break.
How old is he?
19? It was his debut game.
Oh, his debut game. Okay,
scored in his debut game in the Euros.
Oh, fair enough. I didn't know that. I think for me, I was going to say Turkey as well, but another team, they're not really an underdog, but Switzerland. I think Switzerland could do all right. Switzerland
are one of them where they know how to keep it tight, don't they? They know how to defend.
Yeah.
And they've got players who can score a goal or two to kind of get through. So interesting. I remember this now because I did this game. I did this game on That's Football, and Croatia in the World Cup, they beat Brazil on penalties. That's how they got through. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
I remember. I was actually in the studio. We did the watch-along, and it was crazy. And Croatia did amazing that game. So yeah, Croatia. I mean, obviously we're 2 years down the line, and their team is aging.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see if they've still got that reputation. I think it is slowly dipping, but hopefully we see a good game from them.
I mean,
today.
their group is difficult anyway. To be fair,
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be difficult for them to get out. But if they do, I do want to see Croatia do well. And you know what it is as well, like with certain, for example. I mean, we're probably going to talk about England a lot throughout this anyway, but with teams like England, I said it before about supporting certain players, innit? And some of the players that I like, for example, okay, let me use a different example. Let me use like Denmark. Denmark have got, what's his name now? Eriksen. Mm-hmm. They've got Højlund. 2 United players. I know we're obviously not going to talk about United today, but those are 2 players that for Denmark I really want them to do well, just because, like I said, I support certain players, and today
because you want them to do
I want them to succeed.
Yeah.
I want to see Højlund score like 5 goals this tournament or something like that.
Not against England, please.
I mean, maybe not against England. I mean, I'm not the biggest England fan, I'll be honest, but yeah, I say I'm not the biggest England fan. I know they're going to kill me for saying that, but I do actually want that. If those 2 players were to score, genuinely wouldn't mind if England lose.
No.
I genuinely wouldn't mind if England lose.
No,
they're going to kill. They're going to actually kill me.
You can't be saying that.
I genuinely wouldn't mind.
I'm going to be honest. Like for me, like the connection I feel to England compared to United. Like United's up here, England's down here. And I'm not like a huge England fan. As soon as the tournament kicks off, though, I get into it. Like I was proper celebrating against Serbia the other day. And I do want England to win the competition, obviously. And I don't want Denmark to score against us. So you're taking it to a new level.
Honestly, if I don't want, let me not say I want England to lose. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if Højlund and Eriksen have great games and they score, I wouldn't be annoyed if England lost that game.
Mods, you can't be saying that.
Why? Like, I can't say that.
I mean, that's your feelings.
You know what it is with England? I feel like
you clearly don't care about England that much.
I like players. I love
your Player FC.
For international football, I'm Player FC, 100%. Unless it's like Ghana, which is good or not in the Euros. But for international football, the Euros, I like certain players. I like certain English players as well. So we don't have any United players on the team.
We'll speak about Menu in a second.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of chats in. GDT Bath says, my sleeper is Netherlands, flop is Belgium. Belgium always flop in these competitions, honestly.
Yes, yeah.
Portugal's biggest problem is shoehorning Cancelo into the team. We've got a lot of people saying that they can't believe it, Maud. They can't believe what you're saying about England.
Why do I have to support England? Why do I have to support them?
Vida says, if Albania learned from the Italy game, they can be trouble. Snazzy says, I still have Portugal winning the Euros, though. I'll ask you actually about your predictions for that in a second.
Yeah.
Everyone get your chats in, get your votes in on the poll. Goldio says, do you agree with Souness? Bellingham takes risks, such as that header, and may end up with a serious injury. However, he's the only shithouse that we have. Bellingham, what are your thoughts on his performance?
It was a great performance, and I feel like, you know what it is, it's not fair on Bellingham. I feel like it's really not fair, because the pressure that he has is unrealistic, and I get it, he's
considering his age as well.
Yeah, he's 20 years old. He's 20 years old, and I understand that Real Madrid had a great season. Him and Real Madrid had a great season, but people act like Bellingham is like, he's been playing for like the past 7 years, like he's Ronaldo, like he's messed, like the pressure is the same amount of pressure that Ronaldo had at the last World Cup, which is ridiculous. Like he's had a good season, but the pressure should not be as much as he has right now. And I think he definitely shut up the haters by having that game, because a lot of people are saying, oh, if Bellingham doesn't play well, he's being found out, I think in the last England game, or one of the last England games before the tournament, Bellingham didn't have the greatest game. People are like, oh, see, Bellingham's not that good, blah, blah, blah. I think it's so harsh for people to like put that much pressure on him, like I said, considering his age. So I'm thankful. Again, he's another player that I really like. So I'm thankful, I'm grateful, not grateful, but like, I'm thankful that he had such an amazing game against Serbia. But I feel like people are just waiting for him to slip up. People are waiting for him to have a bad game, which isn't fair.
Do you know what it is with a lot of players that end up doing really well is, it's sad, isn't it? People do anything to bring someone down when they're successful. And I thought the amount of stick Bellingham got after literally winning a Champions League was ridiculous. I mean, I spoke out about this. Like, why are we comparing him to you know, people start comparing him to other players, and it's like, at the end of the day, the guy's transferred to Real Madrid. He's scored a crazy amount of goals at 19, 20 years old. They've won La Liga. They've won the Champions League. And okay, right, he might not have had the most unbelievable performance in the last couple of Champions League games, but he did get the winning assist before that game. People say, well, it's an easy pass. He still did it. And he's an unbelievable talent. And do you know what I think is one of the best things about Bellingham? Not his talent, because his talent is massive, his mentality. Anyone would absolutely love to have a player with that attitude on their team. He will give everything for the shirt. He will give everything for the badge. He's a little bit of a shithouse, like people were saying. He is. Like, I love the fact he goes and gives that shoulder. You know what I mean? Like, I love that. And for example, that header that he put in, not every player goes and does that because they won't take the risk.
It's risky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a risky one, and I love that from him. So I like him, and I like what he gives, and he's a winner. He's a proper winner.
No, he is. But my only thing with Bellingham, man, it's not really his fault. It's Southgate's fault, and this is why I'm not a fan of Southgate, and this is one of the reasons why I'm not a fan of England as well.
Yeah, I feel like Southgate makes you not as much as a fan.
100%, because I've never been a Southgate fan. Even when we were doing very well in that tournaments, I always thought the players are carrying Southgate's legacy, and I feel like a lot of English managers, that's kind of been the case. Like we've had such amazing teams. In fact, this might be arguably the best England team ever. It might be.
No, I think it is.
I mean, the chat can decide on that.
Apart from the team that actually won in 66.
66. And even then, like, I'll be honest, if that team played this team, you'd think. I mean, I've never watched that team. I didn't watch the team in it, but I don't think anyone else watched that team either. It was such a long time ago. But if we're going about player for player, it probably is a better team. If we're being honest, it probably is.
Well, we can't.
We can't say it. We can't say it. But I mean, okay, let's just say the past 20, 30 years. Yeah, the past 20, that's since 1990 or something.
Yeah.
It's probably the best England team we've ever had in terms of like talent. Experience.
Golden generation was good, but in terms of terms of squad depth, I'd say as well.
100% in terms of squad depth. Like, Southgate has the easiest job in football. Genuinely, it's hard for him to even pick a bad team. Like, if he was to pick a bad team, we'd be thinking, how on earth have you picked a team that doesn't work? Because, but the options you have are ridiculous. Like, I think he's got like 3 out of the top 10 Ballon d'Or contenders. He's got like 5 or 6
of the
I've got like 5 or 6 players who are like the top 10 most expensive players in the world. Like, it's such an I say it's an easy job, innit? Nothing's an easy job, but in terms of that, just the options that he has, no other manager in international football has an easier job. So I think the fact that, this is why I've not been a Southgate fan, because the fact that I feel like we're not going to win. I say we. I shouldn't even say we, because I'm not supporting England. But
yeah, you are supporting. Lord, this is your country. You have to support your country.
Listen, it's not that I'm not supporting my country. Yeah, it's just the fact that it's football. Yeah, it's just different. Like I enjoy footballers, and I enjoy like club football.
I guarantee you that if England gets to the final, you'll be supporting them.
I'll be supporting the players. I want the players to do well. You know what it is, yeah? This is a whole other conversation, yeah? But like, since 2021, I'm not really supporting England, I'll be honest. I don't really, since then I kind of thought to myself, if England don't win, I'm not too fussed. Before that, if England won, I'll be very happy. But after that, I was like, you know what? I'm not really the biggest England fan anymore, and I like the players. That's why I really wanted Rashford to go, because I was like, you know what? He's a United player, and I want to see him do well, and other players as well. But I'm not a huge England fan, I'll be honest.
You watching Copa America, or? Maybe a little bit. It's on quite late, innit? But you stay up late anyway.
Yeah, I do stay up late, but no, not really.
I might watch a bit of Argentina.
Yeah.
Martinez and Garnacho.
Yeah. Probably Argentina. Maybe probably a couple other teams, but not too much.
It is mad though about Southgate though, because you look at it and it's like he's the only manager on this planet that somehow is not getting a tune out of like one of the best young players in the world in Foden, best players in the world in Foden. Literally. He's playing Trent in midfield, and he's just it's crazy.
Trent in midfield, honestly, like it hurts me to watch. Like, why we've got so many midfielders? Why is he playing Trent in midfield?
Because he's trying to shoehorn him into the team, because he's a name that he feels like he has to play.
What's your ideal midfield then?
For England?
Yeah.
Depends, I've got 3 options.
Okay.
First option is Rice, Mainu and Bellingham.
Okay.
My other option is Rice, Bellingham and Foden as a 10. Because I don't think Foden works out wide.
Yeah.
So I think you'd have to play him as a 10. But I just question whether that's like defensively good enough considering our back line isn't the greatest. So I think as a more balanced midfield three, you would probably have to go with Rice, Mainu and Bellingham. The thing is with Bellingham, I genuinely believe, even though he plays like quite far forward for Real Madrid and he does that really well, I think he's a man that can play anywhere really.
Yeah.
And I think he can play as an 8. I really do think he can do that. So just depends. But I think if you want to control a game, Mainu for sure. I think it should be in with a shout there. Like Mainu would have played better than what Trent did the other day for sure.
Gallagher would have played better than him. Anyone would have played better than him.
Gallagher seems to be next in line, but I'd put Mainu over Gallagher. And I think Gallagher's decent, but I would put Mainu over Gallagher personally.
Yeah, same. But yeah, Southgate, I've said before, if he doesn't win this tournament, he kind of has to go.
Would you play Trent right back or would you stick with Walker right back?
Oh, I think because of the wingers, I wouldn't play Trent. I think if we had not better wingers, if we had more direct wingers that like to get in behind, that's Trent's, like, that's his game. He the reason why he thrives so much is because Mane and Salah were going crazy on the wings. They were flying in behind on the wings, and that's how his passing ability was utilised so well. But Foden doesn't do that. Saka doesn't do that, so he's just gonna be wasted.
I think you need Walker there for pace. In terms of, if we do come up against, a France or a Portugal with like Leao in it and stuff like that, like you need Walker there. And do you really want to be chopping and changing the team? Every team is difficult, don't get me wrong. I don't think you should take anyone for granted. But in certain games, I think you could definitely get away with playing Trent at right back. But then you don't really want to be chopping and changing your team throughout the competition. So I think as an overall package, Walker probably works best there, especially considering, the defence is only just sort of playing together in sort of Stones and Gahey, who did brilliantly well.
Yeah.
And plus you've got a makeshift left back there at the minute, like Trippier.
Yeah.
When Luke Shaw's back, maybe you could risk it a little bit more. But yeah, for me, it's an interesting one. I do think, though, I would like to see, as much as I do like Mainu, I would like to see Foden in the 10 with Bellingham and Rice behind him and see how it'd work. Yeah,
I mean, that kind of means that Trent's going to get cut out of the team. I mean, bring Wan-Bissaka in.
Wan-Bissaka, come off it.
I'm joking.
Come off it.
I'm joking.
You actually
I'm joking. I would not bring Wan-Bissaka into this team. But I mean, you do need different kinds of right backs. I mean, you've got like 3. How many right backs have got in that team now? 3. Reece James right there. So you got Trent, Walker, Trippier, and no left backs.
Yeah. Apart from Shaw, who's not even fit yet.
Yeah, true.
Goldio says, Foden false 9, drop that trophyless Kane. I mean, one thing I would say, keep getting your predictions in the chat, by the way. We're going to do our predictions in a second because we're about to kick off in 7 minutes' time. One thing I would say is Kane's been suffering from a lot of stick.
Yeah.
Right, he's mad, innit? Because Kane is literally one of the best strikers I've seen, genuinely.
Best striker in the world right now.
And he's the best striker in the world right now, yeah. But he just was not working the other night, and
but he's at Downty.
Doesn't always work for England. I'm going to be honest.
He's at Downty though.
Like he should have subbed him in the game against France, and he just didn't. And against Southgate, he won't change it. He will just. And then I think to myself, why have you even? Sorry, I'm getting
I can see it.
Why have you even bothered to bring both Tony and Watkins? When, let's be real, you're going to play Kane every single minute. So why do you need 2 backups when you could have had like a Grealish or a Rashford? It's weird to me. As much as I do like Tony and Watkins, and I think they should get more game time.
Yeah.
Like, he just seems so reluctant to change it. Yeah, Kane is an unbelievable striker, but if that's not working, bring someone on who's got something else who can make them runs in behind like a Watkins.
And the thing with Kane is, it's not Kane's fault, and this is why I feel sorry for him, and this is why I don't like Southgate. I'm going to keep saying this throughout the show. It's not Kane's fault as to why it's not working. He's not playing Harry Kane the way how Tottenham played Harry Kane or the way how Bayern Munich played Harry Kane. So why would you expect him to perform the way how he's performed for his club, for his country, when you're not playing him the same way? Harry Kane's used to dropping into midfield, picking up the ball, finding the wingers, like linking play. He's doing all these things, but instead now you're playing with like a target man.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. So now Harry Kane looks terrible, and everyone's like, "Oh, Harry Kane's this." No, it's just because Southgate's not playing him the right way.
No, I agree, and you could see in that game, like, obviously he was purposely not dropping deep because he's obviously been told to, but I think he had like 1 touch or something in the first half.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Literally.
And this is against Serbia, like.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait until we see. The national anthems are on now. I mean, in the chat, let's see what you guys are going with. I can't see the results of the polls. Have you got the results of the polls? 76% say Croatia's going to win, which is pretty much a landslide. But what are you thinking? What is score prediction, Mods? Let's do our score predictions.
Score predictions. I feel like, because I said before, I like Croatia, and I feel like they could run away with this game. I'm going to say I got 3-1. 3-1. I'm hoping for a lot of goals. Good amount of goals. So 3-1 to Croatia, yeah.
3-1. I'm going to go with 2-1 to Croatia.
To Croatia. You think it's going to be that tight?
Croatia. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I'm fancying a tight game here. Don't know why. I got my score prediction right yesterday, you know. I said 3-1 to Turkey.
Oh, fair enough. Well, so did you predict Turkey was going to do well before the game?
Yeah.
Okay, fair
yeah,
enough.
I looked at Georgia and I thought, but Georgia put up a decent fight, to be fair. And obviously, that last-minute goal for Turkey kind of, the scoreline sort of flattered them.
Yeah.
I mean, just before we're about to kick off, I wanted to ask you something.
Okay.
Obviously, Jude and Trent have looked very close.
Yeah.
You know, them doing them celebrations together.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember last tournament, Liverpool fans got dead excited because they thought Jude was going to sign for them because obviously him and Trent were always doing stuff together. They seem like they've got a close relationship.
Yeah.
Real Madrid are in the market for a right back. Obviously, Carvajal has been excellent, but he's getting on a little bit now. Trent has been linked to Real Madrid before. Klopp's now gone from Liverpool. Do you think Trent might make the jump?
That is a good question, you know. Would Trent make the jump to Liverpool? Well, is a question of, is he good enough?
I think he is good enough.
I think he's good enough.
And I think Madrid would go for him, but do you think he would go there?
He's a Liverpool lad.
He's a boyhood Liverpool.
He's a Liverpool lad. Would he go? Would he leave Premier League? Go to Real Madrid? If the option came up, it's an easy choice for him, I think, because I think Liverpool's going to go on a decline right now, and Real Madrid are on the rise.
Yeah.
So if I'm Trent, I'm thinking, why not? One of my closest friends in football is over there. It's working for him, and Real Madrid is such a dominant team. Everyone says Trent gets fouled up defensively. He's playing with one of the best teams in the world.
I think he'd be brilliant in that team.
So yeah, I think if the option did come up, I think he would take it. But do I think it's actually likely? Nah.
What do you guys think? Get in the chat. Should Trent join Real Madrid? And do you think he would join Real Madrid? That's sort of like, obviously, I don't think Rashford's going to have Real Madrid knocking on the door for him right now. But that's like Rashford kind of going to Madrid, isn't it? Or maybe, put it in context, maybe Mainu.
Oh, mate, if Mainu goes, I'd genuinely cry. That would be the one player that I'd cry about, honestly.
Do you know what it is with Mainu? I don't know why, but he gives me such loyal vibes.
Yeah.
Like, he seems literally like Mank through and through.
Yeah.
I think he genuinely will be at United for life.
I mean, I hope he does.
I think he will be. I genuinely think he will be.
Nah, Mainu cannot leave. Like, honestly, if someone said to me one player to stay, we had to completely rebuild the whole team, one player to stay, has to be Kobe Mainu.
No, I'm the biggest Bruno fan in the world.
Yeah.
But even I'd pick Mainu.
pick Mainu over anybody else.
Yeah.
100%.
Exactly. So, yeah, a lot of people saying in the chat that they don't think he would, but then a few people saying that Trent would suit Madrid. I mean,
Why?
Liverpool could offer in the captaincy potentially with Van Dijk, you know, getting on a little bit. I don't know.
I just think that, you know what it is, like, I don't want to be talking too much about club football, but like, it's not just not greedy. Like, how many more big players do you want to take, like, from every other club? Like,
imagine
they've taken everyone. Like.
Trent right back, Alphonso Davies left back.
And then still got Rudiger and Alaba and
God knows how many.
It's actually ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Oh, so here's a Croatia team.
Perisic playing at left back, he is, you know, Perisic must be old now. Like, not to be
he's like 30.
Not to be ageist or anything, but he's got to be getting on a bit. Brozovic, obviously quite a decent player, Modric there. And then, I'm not going to lie, I look at the Albanian team and the only name I actually recognise is Broja. That is it. And he's on the bench.
He's not even there.
Tell you what, that Minaj up front must be pretty decent if he's keeping Broja out.
Nah, he did.
Unless Broja's injured.
He came on the last game and he played pretty decent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he came on, I think, as a sub. And I think it's because he gets in behind a lot more other than Broja.
What's everyone's plays to watch on this?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, so Broja started last game and he got subbed.
Yeah.
And now Minaj is starting.
But to be fair, Broja, he's only like 22. Like, he got loaned out to Fulham halfway through the season, so he's not exactly like some big name player. So it's not he's not irreplaceable. You know what I mean?
He's not. I remember him for Southampton, and he's actually dead good.
Yeah.
Broja, and then I thought he was going to go on and actually be pretty decent for Chelsea, but it just never ended up happening. The game is starting now.
Chelsea have just got too many players. Like, they just had to get rid of someone. He came from the academy, didn't he? Not? I'm pretty sure he did. Am I going crazy?
Who, Broja?
Yeah.
No, yeah, he did. He did come through the academy, I'm pretty sure.
He did go through the academy.
And the game has kicked off. We are underway. Will we get an early goal? Albania did score the early goal of the tournament in their last game against Italy.
If they'd score in the first 20 seconds again.
Could you imagine?
Imagine.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no.
So that's been and gone.
That ended straight away.
That's been and gone.
So far in the tournament, who have been like your favourite teams? Like, give me your top 5 favourite teams so far.
Top 5 favourite teams to watch.
Or let's just say, maybe not to watch, but like, who have you been your teams that you're thinking these are going to be the best teams in the tournament?
Right, okay. So I actually thought Spain kind of really held up for me.
Yeah.
I've got a special soft spot for Turkey now.
Okay, yeah.
So Turkey are in there.
Is this in order, is it? Or is this
No,
just,
this isn't in order. This is just
like
me
random?
like, naming off teams.
Okay, yeah.
I liked, strangely, I actually thought the Netherlands, I
Okay.
quite liked them, even
Yeah.
though it was quite a tight game.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, my second favourite team after England is Portugal.
So you want, if England don't win, you want Portugal to win?
Yeah.
Okay. But why is that though? Is that just because you like the players or what is it?
Yeah, I'd like Ronaldo to win it.
Yeah.
I like Bruno, I like Dallo.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie, Portugal's like my favourite place to go on holiday. I've been there
Oh,
quite
is
a
it?
lot.
Okay, yeah.
I like the Portuguese people.
That
I
makes
like
sense.
Portugal.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Portugal, and then obviously England as well.
England, okay.
I thought France were a letdown, even though Kante and Rabiot were really good together. I thought they were a letdown. And obviously Germany was really good on the first day, opening day, but I don't know, I'm just not like, I don't have a connection to Germany really.
I don't have a connection to Germany, but I genuinely think they're the best team in the tournament.
So far, yeah, like obviously, I was talking about teams I like then.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Germany
yeah.
are on later, and I'm excited to watch them.
Yeah.
To see if it was just Scotland being really poor or if they're actually the real deal, because I actually do think they could be the real deal, and I've got them up there. I've got them up there as my runners-up at the tournament, actually. But
So your ideal final?
my ideal final, I would love a Portugal-England final. Would love it. Obviously, I'd want England to win.
Who do you actually? Okay, I know you're gonna say England, but who do you actually think is gonna win?
Port-
If it's Portugal, England, like
if
realistically.
it was Portugal-England, I think Portugal would win.
Really?
I think, yeah. Even though they weren't great yesterday, it's that England bottle job mentality, innit?
I mean,
You know it's there.
it's only there because of one reason.
Whereas I think, like, international teams have, like, they have bottle.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have bottle.
Do you feel like the English players, do you feel like they play more... Do you feel
Albania decent through ball through?
Are they going to be in?
Sorry, what are you saying?
No, I was going to say, do you feel like the English players, do you feel like they play better for the country compared to the club? Because obviously most of them play in the Prem.
English players?
Yeah.
No.
You think they play better for the club?
Yeah.
Is there any English players that you think play better for England rather than the club?
Maguire.
Yeah, definitely Maguire. I think Pickford does.
Pickford, yeah. Even though Pickford is still good for Everton, but
yeah.
Pickford is really good for England.
Yeah.
Saka's good for Arsenal, but he's really good for England a lot of the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Apart from that, I'm not sure. But for example, back on what I was saying there, right? So I'm obviously not putting it all down to Kane, but remember when Kane had that penalty against France and he missed it?
And he missed it.
Like Ronaldo is never in a million years missing that.
You think?
In my opinion, no, I don't think so.
At this age, right now, or is it in general?
No, in general. And at this age right now, I just don't think he is.
No, he is definitely a big game player, and that's one thing that Kane isn't.
It's like
He's
Bruno.
not
I
a
don't
big
think
game player.
Bruno's missing. And whereas England, they have that in the back of their heads.
So if you've got a penalty in the final for England, who's taking it?
A penalty for England in the final. I mean,
you have to say Harry Kane.
Kane would take it.
No, who would you want to take it?
Who would I want to take it?
Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
He's not missing.
Yeah.
He actually isn't missing.
I actually would
He
pick
actually
Cole
is
Palmer.
going to miss.
I actually would pick
That's
Cole
an interesting
Palmer.
question, though.
Exactly. Everyone actually get in the chat yours. Who would you, if it was England to win the
to win
Euros
97th minute.
and you had to pick one player from England to take the penalty, who would you pick? I would so go with Palmer.
Palmer.
Yeah, Saka's also a good penalty taker now. I know he missed in the previous Euros, but he's been solid for Arsenal for a while.
He is. Who are people saying?
Alex Marmon says, I miss Beth's glasses, keep up the great work. Yeah, I had to wear my glasses yesterday.
What is it?
Because I forgot it, but I've
People
got
are
my contacts in today.
People are saying Tony.
Tony's a shout. Someone said Maguire. Maguire's actually a very good penalty taker.
I heard Tony's never missed a penalty. Is that true?
I don't think, professionally.
Yeah. I don't think he's ever missed a penalty.
I've never seen him miss one.
I heard that somewhere. Maybe I'm just lying. But I feel like I've heard somewhere that Tony's never missed a penalty.
That's the thing. I think Southgate has kind of learnt a little bit from that time in the last Euros because, we've got now penalty takers. We've got Palmer guaranteed scoring.
Yeah.
Tony guaranteed to score. I think Saka actually would score.
Yeah.
Even though he missed last time. You'd like to think Kane would score.
Yeah, I do. That's the thing. I can't even say he would because he's actually missed.
Yeah.
So if he hadn't missed, I'd be like 100%. But he's genuinely missed an important penalty for us as well.
Yeah.
But who would your other two players be then?
My other two?
If it was like a 5 penalty
Oh,
shootout.
okay, that's a good Bellingham.
Really?
I think Bellingham scores. I just think
he's got
the mentality.
Yeah, but it's 50-50. Like, I don't think mentality
I don't
means
care.
anything,
I still think Bellingham scores. And then, who else?
Oh. I'm trying to think. Who would I actually pick the last 2 players? Anyone in the whole team as well?
Maybe Trent, actually.
Yeah, he's got a good strike. He's got a very good strike.
Yeah. Trippier, maybe, actually. Trippier's all get some on target. Although he missed a penalty recently for Newcastle, I think.
Yeah,
so
I would have picked Trippier. I'm trying to think who else are attacking players. I've never seen. Did Foden take a penalty with City against Real Madrid? I don't think he did. I can't remember.
I think he did. I think he scored.
Did he?
Scored.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just don't know why I wouldn't have my money on Foden. I don't know what it is. You know when you get certain feelings around players?
I feel like that for Bellingham.
Oh,
I feel
really?
like it's too, like, as much as he kind of thrives under pressure.
He scored a penalty for Real Madrid against City.
Was he in the penalty shootout?
Yeah.
Was he in the penalty shootout? Oh, okay. Fair enough. But we do have some. We've got a lot of options there anyway.
Get in the chat who yours would be anyway. We've got Google users saying Tony, Palmer, Kane, Saka and Rice. Ooh, Rice creeps in there.
Rice.
BC says England have played 35 tournaments not in England and made 3 semi-finals and have yet to make a final. Wow, that's not a good start, is it? That isn't not a good start. Have we got any Croatians or Albanians in the chat today? Let us know.
Ooh.
See if it's your home country that you are supporting.
Croatia will get a good chance here.
So far, it's been quite 50-50 to be fair, but there's just not really a lot of quality on display. Croatia, now it's a bit of a poor touch.
And
again, there's no one in the box.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been very back and forth right now.
Yeah, and Albania seem quite reluctant to send many players forward, understandably.
But this is a must-win game for both of them. Like, really and truly, they should be both going at it because you can't sit back for this. They both lost the first game.
Yeah.
So you have to actually go and win.
For Croatia, if Croatia don't win this, I'm sorry, but they're going out.
100%.
So they've got to win really Croatia today.
Yeah.
And if Albania don't win, I think it's curtains.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's be honest.
100%.
Because they're not winning against Spain.
No, I like Spain as well.
And I mean, you never know, but. Croatia versus Albania is like a mini rivalry, right? So I mean, they are quite close to each other. So yeah, I would say so.
Did not know that.
I need to get my world map out again.
In order: Tony, Palmer, Kane, Saka, Bellingham. Make sure you don't. What? Your best penalty takers. That makes no sense.
Free kick in from Croatia, headed away by Albania. Croatia haven't really looked that threatening so far, I can't lie. They don't look like the Croatia of old, do they, really?
No,
let's be real. He's just toasted him.
But when they played England, they looked very, very good.
Go on. And again, Albania don't have much of an outlet because they've got quite a few players behind the ball.
You know what it is? One thing about a lot of Eastern European countries, they've got such strong fan bases. They're super energetic, super passionate for the clubs. I can imagine in this stadium right now. I don't know what stadium it is, but I can imagine the energy's crazy. Imagine the atmosphere must be absolutely bouncing. Ooh, who's that? I can't tell you any of these players are.
I know. I keep saying this.
I can't tell.
We're not in HD. If anyone's watched the other watch-alongs, the screen isn't that clear. So if we don't get the names right, that is why. Because it's like watching just black dots move around.
Yeah, literally.
You know
what they need? Yeah, I don't know if you play FIFA in it, but you need a little bar at the bottom when they play FIFA so you can see the players.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly.
I don't play FIFA, but my brother plays it 24/7.
So I can't even see the numbers. I don't even know what number it is.
Here's one for you.
Yeah.
What we'll do maybe top 5. What top 5 players have you been impressed with the most so far?
Ooh.
Get in the comments yours as well. Top 5 players you've been impressed with most so far in the tournament.
Oh my.
That was risky.
Yeah, I was going to say, who was that?
That was... we'll wait for this Albania attack to finish because there might be something from here. Again, quite 50-50 so far.
Yeah.
Working the ball around
Both teams
quite
are going
nicely now, Albania. Getting some players forward. Not many. Ooh, decent.
Oh!
Oh my God, it's
Is
a
that
goal
going?
to Albania. Yeah.
Oh,
brilliant goal.
Albania scored.
Brilliant stuff. Oh, do you know what?
What a goal.
I told you, expect the unexpected. I told you Croatia were poor against Spain.
Oh, Croatia, you're not doing. I've actually spoke so highly about Croatia so far.
And Albania.
Look at the fans. The fans are going crazy.
They love an early goal.
Wow, that was a good goal as well. The good cross.
That is a sucker punch for Croatia. It really is.
Oh, pressure is on. The pressure is on.
They're an aging team.
Yeah, literally.
Should the keeper do better? I was bigging him up before the game.
Need to watch this again. At first, I didn't realise it went in.
I thought he went to the side netting.
Yeah. Let's see it. Let's see what happens.
Decent.
Gone out wide.
This is what United need to do more. Get a cross in.
And go into the box.
Brilliant cross.
Terrible from the keeper, I'm not gonna lie. Terrible from the keeper.
I was saying this keeper was good. That is, yeah.
Ooh.
Keeper has to do better.
That's like De Gea-esque.
Keeper has to do better, personally.
But that's another good start from Albania, though. 10, 11 minutes, 1-0.
I heard a lot of people saying they think Albania are the underdogs of the tournament. So,
is it?
Yeah.
But they need to. I think their game management from now needs to be
do you know what it
better.
was, right? You were talking Croatia up before, and you got me back on the Croatia bandwagon. But when I watched them against Spain, I was thinking you are not good. And then you got me hyped up for Croatia before the game started.
I don't know why I thought Croatia, you're not doing me good right now. Like,
to be fair, there's still a long time to go. I just think defensively they look weak. Like,
that was terrible.
They got cut apart by Spain a lot as well. Interesting start. Albania were unbeaten before they went against Italy for 7 games.
Wow.
I'd have to look at their opposition.
Yeah, who did they play? But that's still good regardless, though. That is still good.
Yeah, really good. So don't sleep on Albania.
They need to manage this game more.
Me saying Italy weren't great, then maybe Italy are good if they managed to, beat them 2-1 the other day. We'll have to keep an eye on them.
But yeah, now Modric.
Breadsticks is a risk for the keeper.
Yeah, that was horrible. But yeah, the Croatian players, you guys need to step up right now, I'm not going to lie.
I think it is such an aging team. I feel like their golden generation is coming to an end.
It's an aging team, but I feel like every team that's won major tournaments has had, like Italy when they won, Chiellini was like 30-something, Bonucci was like 30-something. Like they had some old players as well, so that kind of just brings experience. And I feel like international football's slower anyway, so you might be able to get away with it a little bit. One
thing I will say about the Euros so far is what I've loved is there's been like no tick-tacker really. It's just been pure football, crosses into the box,
100%.
Taking risks in the box. And how many goals have been scored outside the box? I think I've seen a stat like 35% of the goals from the Euros have been scored outside the box. And I love that. Like, we've seen some bangers, and I just think it's been so much more entertaining to watch, like, just football.
Good football.
Yeah.
It's like the old football.
And, like, you've got to die for 3 points, Neil Warnock. Do you know what I mean? Like, that sort of football instead of, about 50 million passes and then a tap-in.
Yeah, the city
like
football.
Ball,
yeah. I think it's because like the managers don't have time to coach them.
Yeah, like...
You've got like 2 weeks to coach your team.
As good as City are, I'm sorry, they are boring to watch.
100%.
And that sort of football is a lot more boring than what we've seen so far in the Euros, which is, teams just...
Going at it. I remember the other day I was super bored. I don't know why I did this, but I just watched like I think it was the 2006 FA Cup final. I think it was United versus Chelsea, and the difference in how they played football back then compared to now is so crazy. Like, you watch it and you're thinking, like, what's going on? Because no one's passing it around. It's just like straight long ball to the striker, long ball to Rooney, long ball to Ronaldo, straight end to end. A lot of like tough tackles and stuff like that. It's so much more physical, but it's way more entertaining to watch compared to like football nowadays.
Way more entertaining. Way more. That's a good crossover to crossfield pass.
Let's see what happens.
Number 10's going in. He's gone with a shot. Ooh.
Side names.
A little bit greedy, but fairs.
They're getting good chances.
Okay, so top 5 players you've seen so far at the top.
Oh yeah.
To watch,
okay, one player that I think did surprisingly well, which a lot of people talking about him, is Kante.
Yeah.
Kante, I don't know. He's like 33. I don't think he ages. Kante, one of them players that just stays 23. Like he was running around that pitch like he was still like in his prime, like prime Chelsea, prime Leicester Kante, where he's just all over the pitch. So he did it. Considering he's not played the highest level of football the past year, what he did for France, amazing. So Kante is definitely one of the players. Who else? I think for Germany, Musiala did amazing as well.
Yeah.
I like Musiala. In fact, who are you taking, Musiala or Bellingham? Who do you think's a better player?
Right, okay.
Decide.
I think Musiala is probably more naturally gifted,
Okay.
but I would prefer to have Bellingham in my team.
Because of like leadership, stuff like that?
He's just a whole package for me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think he can do everything.
I would take Musiala. I just think he reminds me of, this is going to be a crazy comparison, but he reminds me of Messi. Like, he's just so like elegant on the ball. Like, the way he dribbles is like the ball just stuck to his feet. Like,
I would
he
say
can
more
just
maybe
do so much.
Hazard-esque.
Yeah, I mean,
A little bit.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I know Messi's crazy example. But it's just the way he plays, like with his dribbling. Like, I just like the way Musiala plays a lot more than Bellingham.
I like the way Musiala plays. I think he's very naturally gifted, but
Yeah.
I think it's an overall package. I'd want Bellingham. I think it's the age-old argument, isn't it? Whereas, like, I know it's so like, people either get this or they'll think I'm like crazy, but you can like group players into Ronaldo and Messi categories.
Oh yeah.
So Musiala, the way he plays, would go in the Messi category, but I 100% think Jude Bellingham goes in the Ronaldo category. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's more of an overall like athlete.
I can't really describe it.
I know what you're trying to say. I know what you're trying to say. It sounds crazy to some people, but I know exactly what you're trying to say. Like, he's more of an overall better player.
Yeah, it's like Foden would go into the Messi category.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But then Mbappe would go into the Ronaldo category.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You get me?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I would go with there. And I've always been, as much as I think Messi naturally is the best footballer I've ever seen, I'm always going Ronaldo. I am that girl. And I get bantered for it all the time.
You know what it is?
Prime Ronaldo, I'm always going.
Obviously, I've been a Ronaldo guy, innit? I'll be honest, for most of my life, obviously, I've been a Ronaldo guy. But
United fan, you can't help it.
you can't help it, but that World Cup, man, it just, I remember my heart kind of just, see Messi lift that World Cup made me think, Ronaldo's not done that. Like, he hasn't done it. And the way how Messi did it was just so good, it's like, you can't disregard that. I don't know, innit? I still love Ronaldo, but Messi lifting that World Cup was just too iconic.
I think Ronaldo's had more longevity, to be fair, but...
He has, but it's not far off Messi, though. Like, Messi has his longevity is crazy.
Let me get it clear, like, Messi's unbelievable, like, genuinely unbelievable. I just think in the primes, if you want someone who can do it all and win you a game, Messi can win you a game, but it's hard. I've got a soft spot for prime Ronaldo.
100%. 100%.
But I think naturally, like gifted-wise, Messi's the better player. I think most people would agree with that.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Like, who is the more talented player? Messi. And the aerial's just gone, so the game's gone off. Yeah.
Let us know this score.
Our TV's just crashed, so keep us going until we get it back up.
Someone said I prefer Wirtz over Musiala.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't agree.
I like Wirtz, but I prefer Musiala. Again, I think Wirtz goes into the Ronaldo category. Obviously, he's nowhere near it, but he would go into that category. Bruno Fernandes goes into the Ronaldo category for me as well.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
It's a bit different. I get what you kind of.
It's
With Bruno, it's a bit different.
Obviously, I'm not saying that anywhere near close to the same level, but in terms of... Right, we're back on. Whereas I would say Odegaard would go into the Messi category. Do you get me?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people are going to be like, what? Like, what do you mean? But
a lot of people will be like, what is this going on? I feel like you've just got to kind of understand the train that we're on. Albania defending here. Game's back on. Game's back on track. Oh, nice little ball through. Take it. Just pace. Pure pace. Pure pace. Oh, great tackle. Who was that? Number 6.
Need to know who these players are.
That was number 6. I'm going to have to get the lineup up so I can see the...
And Croatian behind as well? Are they going to work something?
It's been a decent game so far.
No, it actually has.
I'm loving seeing players just like kind of...
They're going out.
Take these shots and risk it. And you don't see that in club football as much. Ooh.
Just wide.
Satalo was the guy that got the tackle in. Fair play to him.
Okay.
Right, I've got the numbers up now so we can see.
Need them numbers up. Yeah, someone said Messi's feet are like a magnet. The ball just stays near his feet. Ronaldo is wonky.
MKF says both Ronaldo and Messi in the GOAT pantheon of football, but for me, Messi's a better player. Here's one for you.
Yeah.
Do you think Ronaldo should still be starting for Portugal?
Starting.
Yeah.
As a starting number 9.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I think this is probably one of the best Portugal teams that we've seen. Probably since like Figo days. Like this is probably the best Portugal team. I feel like the players, even though they did win in 2016, I feel like now that the more players are more experienced. For example, you've got Bruno now, who's obviously playing at a high level. They've got Felix, who's a bit more experienced. They've got Ruben Diaz. Like this Portugal team is so strong. The problem that Portugal are going to have is finding a way to fit Ronaldo into the team, which sounds crazy, but I feel like with the way he plays, you need to build a team around him for it to work.
Do you know what it is? I think Ronaldo should start still because I still think he's got a lot to offer and he's a goal scorer. And saw him against Ireland, he was incredible. Some of the things he did yesterday, I thought he still looked like that little back heel through, but he's still got it. Not as much as he used to be, but he's still a very good player.
Yeah.
Now he kind of just he used to be like levels and shoulders above everyone else. Now he just looks like the standard.
Similar. Yeah.
But what I think's hindering them is that every time their players get on the ball, the first thing they do is just look for Ronaldo.
This is what we went through.
That's what United were doing.
That's what we went through.
They're not actually making the right decisions.
Yeah.
The first thought is to just look for Ronaldo, and I think Ronaldo should be playing, but they need to play more as a team.
Yeah, but you can't do that with Ronaldo on your team. I genuinely don't think a team can play as a team with Ronaldo, and it's not to discredit him, but it's just if you want to score goals, he's going to be your main goal for it. So you're going to need to play through him. You can't kind of play a systematic football and just hope that Ronaldo gets to the end of it. Now, you need to play to his strengths.
It was interesting because obviously he got benched in the World Cup, didn't he, for Gonçalo Ramos, and they played really well, Portugal, and did really well. But obviously Gonçalo Ramos has had a proper poor season for PSG.
Yeah.
It's kind of gone off the radar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting. It really is interesting. I would start him still, though.
I wouldn't start him, but I'd play him. I wouldn't start him, but I'd play him. I think he's still good enough to play, but I wouldn't start him.
Who, Ronaldo?
Yeah. I wouldn't start him, though.
Get in the chat. Maybe we should get a poll on that, actually. Should Ronaldo still be starting for Portugal? I'd love to get a poll on that and see what people think.
I don't think he should be starting. I think it's not even that he's old. I just think teams play better at that level without having to focus on one player. I genuinely think that they would play a way better football when they'd have more players who can play, more cohesive football.
A lot of people saying they'd play Jota up front instead.
Yeah.
And Jota did really well.
Why not?
I mean, there was, without a doubt, Ronaldo's better than Gonçalo Ramos. Without a doubt, I agree with that.
Yeah.
And I thought Ronaldo looked decent yesterday. I do. I just think a lot of people, it's an easy scapegoat for people to make. Oh, Ronaldo shouldn't be playing. It's because, Ronaldo's the issue because he's in Saudi Arabia and because he's coming towards the end of his career, and people, like I say, love to bring massive talent down. I think Ronaldo's got leadership. Obviously, he's loves Portugal. I think he's a good player. I think he should be playing still, personally. He's not at the level he ever was, though. That's the thing that people need to realise.
Is this not his sixth Euro or something like that?
I think he's the most Euros any player's ever played.
That's ridiculous.
He played 2004, played 2008, played 2012, played 2016,
20. Yes, his sixth one.
Yeah, sixth. Wow.
That's a lot.
Ronaldo needs to start the second half with 45 minutes with better energy.
Yeah, I'd bring him on, but I wouldn't start him though, I'll be honest.
I would. So I'm going yes, Marty's saying no.
Yeah, I'm not. And I love Ronaldo.
The thing is, I would... It's interesting, isn't it? Because I was saying, I'd start him, but I don't think Martinez should be scared of making that substitution. Subbing Ronaldo, you shouldn't be scared of doing that. If it's not working, make the sub. Yeah. But also... Imagine Ronaldo coming off the bench with his heading ability and his movement and everything like that. That could really work for Portugal.
He's still a threat. He's definitely still a threat. I think he's got did he not score the most goals in the past year or something like that? Yeah,
obviously people discredit it because he's in Saudi, but I do say this to a lot of people. People discredit Ronaldo's goals because he's in the Saudi Pro League, which obviously isn't. It's not like a proper league really. Yeah. It's a proper league, but it's not really high standard.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But there's been plenty of players that have gone there and have flopped. Good players, like Benzema, gone there, done nothing. Firmino, gone there. Mane, not heard of him since.
Play for the same team.
Obviously, so it's I look at it and I think Ronaldo's just in a league of his own, I do feel like that. Yeah. Even if he is in Saudi Pro League.
But I got a question, in terms of strikers, who would you say is the running, in your top 3 running for the Golden Boot for Euros?
I had Mbappe, but he's now broke his nose, so I don't know how far that's going to go.
I think he'll only miss one game, maybe.
Without Weghorst?
I mean...
Low-key.
As another player that I want to see do well, I don't know why, but I like Weghorst. He has scored a goal, so...
No, Someone said, ain't heard of Mane, what is she talking about? I have heard of Mane. I'm just saying he's not been, he's not, like, he was unbelievable. He's not been that successful over in Saudi, to my knowledge. I might be completely wrong because I don't watch it all the time, but I've not, you don't hear about him scoring like all these goals, whereas Ronaldo's just breaking records. Like, these players have been good players as well, but they've not done the same thing in Saudi as what Ronaldo's managed to do, which is basically what I'm saying. But Golden Boot for the tournament, I think, depending on if Ronaldo plays, he could be in there.
What do you think? He won the last one, to be fair.
That should have been better from, it was a great cross in.
Who was it?
Petrovic.
Yeah.
I think I could see his name there. Has Mane been amazing in Saudi? Well, I've not heard it, sorry. I don't watch Saudi. I don't watch Saudi every week. Sorry, guys. But he's not got the goals Ronaldo's got, is what I was trying to say. Unless he has, and I've got it completely wrong. Let me have a look, actually, how many goals Mane scored in the Saudi Pro League last year. So you don't do you think striker-wise?
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not saying Harry Kane?
I would like to, but we just don't look like scoring a lot of goals in England, do they?
Yeah, true. Well, who else is up there? Depay for Netherlands, Morata for Spain. I think he scored a couple goals. France have got a couple of players in there as well. Thuram, Dembele.
Okay, to be fair, he got 13 goals.
Oh.
Not bad. Yeah. Right, okay, I was off with my Mane shout. But there's other players that have been there that haven't done as well, if you get what I mean.
I want to see in the chat, like, what other players do you think are going to do well in terms of like goals? Havertz, Germany. Good shot.
Yeah.
Gakpo, I mean, he scored, but you really think he's going to be Golden Boot shot? What other players are there? Who's Lukaku?
No, I'm sorry.
They've got that what's his name? Ospen. Someone put it in the chat. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like Ospen or something like that.
For example, sorry, just to go back to this Mane thing, because people are like saying I don't know anything. For example, Mane scored 19 goals overall last season in the Saudi Pro League he scored 13.
Okay.
But overall he scored 19. So really good. But I'm comparing to Ronaldo here. Yeah. Ronaldo scored 35 in the Saudi Pro League and then 44 overall.
44
like, it's different levels to the game. That's what I'm trying to say.
Openda, yeah. Openda. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it's Openda. I think he's got like 28 goals last season, something like that. Crazy. Like,
yeah,
he's a good player.
The thing is, it's like Harry Kane should realistically be proper in that Golden Boot race because he's the best striker in the world, in my opinion, currently. Yeah. And he's playing for, in my opinion, the team that has the best squad in the tournament.
They do.
And yet, if he doesn't, again, questions go back to the manager.
The questions are always on them. Anything that happens in this Euros, Southgate is the reason. That's what I'm saying. Southgate is the reason. If Harry Kane doesn't play well, Southgate's the reason. If England don't win, Southgate is the reason. If England concede 25 goals, Southgate is the reason. That's what I'm saying for the whole tournament.
The cross goes in from Albania again. Volley.
Ooh.
We've seen a few of them this tournament, haven't we?
That would have been a good goal.
What I would say, everyone get in the chats as well, get in your super chats, let us know topics and stuff that you want to talk about. But one that I wanted to ask you is, who do you think will be the top 3 young players of the tournament?
Oh, young player. What's considered young? Is Bellingham considered young?
I think 23 and unders probably.
23.
But I'd probably go 21 and under, but...
Yeah, 23. Okay, yeah, 20. Okay, we'll say around 20 to 23 anyway. Obviously, Bellingham's definitely gonna be one of them, but I still don't know. I don't look at him as young though.
Bellingham's classed as young, for sure.
he is young though. Obviously, Yamal, great game for Spain. I think he's one of probably the. Was he not the youngest player to play in the Euros? Was he? So am I just making up these facts? I feel like I heard that somewhere.
I mean,
Yamal
16, so.
Apparently he's not even got his GCSE results yet.
Yeah, it's mental.
That's good.
It's mental.
I couldn't even imagine going back to school after playing the Euros. That's insane.
I think he was born in 2007 or something stupid. 2007. Yeah. Yamal became the youngest man to play a European Championship at 16 years old.
That is insane.
He looks like the real deal, by the way.
He is.
Looks like the real deal.
He is a future Ballon d'Or contender. Maybe not. I don't know about winner because you always find these players that come out of nowhere. But in the next 5-6 years, if he carries on progressing, 100% he's a Ballon d'Or contender.
All I will say is, in this day and age, right now, it's very rare that you see players come through at 16.
Yeah.
Like usually nowadays it's like 18, 19 to come onto the scene, and even that's quite early.
Yeah.
Obviously Rooney came through when he was like 16, 17, didn't he? Oh, Albania in again. He should have scored.
What a save!
Yeah,
what a save!
He made up for it then.
What a save!
Yeah, the Croatian keeper made up for that horrible error, because that was a brilliant save. Albania should have been 1-0 up.
Now, maybe you were right. Actually, a good keeper.
I told you that Croatia weren't great.
But Albania's putting pressure on Croatia.
Albania's doing well, doing really well. They could be another underdog of the tournament.
No,
you know?
100%. This is what they needed to do against Italy. I mean, obviously Italy's a more difficult competition, fair enough, but...
I think Croatia are going out. I don't think I have any hope of watching a knockout game in Croatia.
Are you going to jinx it?
Yeah, I don't think I have the hope, but...
Let's see this chance again.
It's a great ball.
If that goes... Oh,
and it's onside. And it's a good save.
Should be finishing that, to be fair.
Yeah. It's a good save, but
No, it is.
I think the striker could do better.
Yeah. Should have gone far post, but what do I know?
If Albania score one more, I think that's curtains for Croatia, personally. But you never know in these sort of competitions.
Yeah. Let me see what the chat's saying.
Ooh, that's poor balling.
Yeah, youngest ever, the previous was 18. I think the previous was Ronaldo. I'm pretty sure the previous person was Ronaldo, that youngest player.
No, it was, yeah, I said,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, no, that was scorer. He might be the previous youngest player.
Yeah, I think so.
Potentially.
Okay,
I mean, I think Ardagula's one.
Yeah.
For sure, that could be up there, especially if Turkey do well as the underdogs.
Yeah.
He's definitely one to look out for.
How old is Musiala? 20? 19?
Musiala's definitely one.
20 and 19, around that age.
Wirtz.
Yeah.
Probably one to watch. Bellingham, for sure.
I'm trying to think.
I'd like to think Mainu, but I don't think he's going to play, so...
That's a bit annoying. But I mean, technically, if Haaland, I want Haaland to do well, so I'm going to have to bring him into the conversation.
I would love him to do well. Did you watch the Denmark game the other day?
Not fully, but...
Yeah, they weren't great.
They weren't great.
No, and I don't think Haaland really got much of a touch, much service, to be honest.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm excited to see... I'm excited to see what he does against England.
Yeah. Do you feel like Denmark could put in more of a fight than Serbia did? Because I'll be honest, second half Serbia put in a good effort. I'll be honest.
I think I can't call how the Denmark-England game's going to go. I really can't call it.
Really?
But I think England will win. I'm going to be honest.
You think England will win? How confident are you?
No, I'm pretty confident that England will win. I think England will win that game, but I think Denmark will give us a fight. I think there'll be goals. I think Denmark will score.
Yeah, I think Denmark naturally have a better team, but I just think Serbia.
Oh, I thought you meant England.
No, I mean Serbia.
Oh yeah, they have a better team than Serbia, yeah.
But I feel like Serbia put in such a good fight that second half. If Serbia put in that fight in the first half, I don't think England would have won that game. Honestly, I don't think they would have won that game. If Serbia played the same way they played in the second half in the first half,
I think
it would have been way more tight.
I agree, but at the same time, I think England completely dropped off due to Southgate's instruction. Like as soon as we scored, we just kind of sat back and thought we'll hit them.
Oh, you think Southgate kind of told him like it's 1-0, 30 minutes.
I don't think he told him like it's 1-0, let's sit back. But I think it was a approach. We've got the goal. Let's be quite conservative, and when we get an opportunity, we'll try and take it.
Yeah.
Like because we were playing really well, and then we scored, and then suddenly, like Erik ten Hag said it on Dutch TV. It was the instruction of the coach to kind of hold on to that 1-0 and risk it a little bit, and you can't be doing that against Serbia.
But do you feel like when when Gallagher came on, it was like 70 minutes around that time. Would you have rathered England take more of an offensive approach, or would you have rather they kept that more defensive kind of like hold out the game?
I don't think we should have. We scored early. We should have been going for that second goal earlier.
Yeah.
Like we got complacent, like even in the first half.
Yeah.
We were not going for it as much as we were before we scored.
Yeah. My thing with England is our attack is so, like the team is so top heavy. Like it kind of gets worse as you go down the team, which is kind of sad. Like it starts off with like Harry Kane, Foden, best players in the world, Bellingham, one of the best players in the world. And as it goes down the team, I feel like it's just slowly, that the quality just slowly drops off, and it gets to like Pickford. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but it kind of the quality in the defence is so much more weaker than the offence that I feel like Southgate he's just trying to compensate. Like he doesn't want to focus too heavily on the attack. He kind of like lets the attack do what they want and just wants to focus more on the defence just because of how poor, I say poor, but the quality difference is so much lower in the defence and the attack.
I think Gallagher's energy was definitely needed just for some legs in there, but I think Southgate should have put on Anthony Gordon on the left to stretch the play.
Oh yeah,
and create a threat. Why did we not stretch the play? Like Anthony Gordon is the pacing behind. Use him.
Yeah.
Use him. We had nothing on that left hand side. Keeping Foden on and taking Saka off was, for me, silly.
Again, Southgate. I can't defend him.
Can't hack him. No, his subs were terrible. His in-game management's poor. His tactics are rubbish. Like, honestly, Croatia free kick anyway into the box. Keeper punches it out. Do you think there's anyone that actually rates Southgate? I know Will does, which I don't get.
Does he?
Yeah. I'd love to sit down with Will and ask him why he rates him.
Why? Like,
a lot of people say the man management side of things, but we've never won anything. What's an arm around the shoulder if you constantly just,
6 years.
bottling?
Like, they're all friends now. Like, I feel like, you know what it is? I feel like genuinely we give too much credit to Southgate for making these guys friends. Like, that is football. Like, footballers nowadays are just got a lot closer than they were 20, 30 years ago. Like, naturally they are. They're all going to be friends regardless, you know what I mean? So, doing this whole, like what do they call it? Like, bringing the team together and the spirit of England and that. Yeah, it's cool and that, but that's not going to win you a tournament, like, being friends with each other.
I agree.
So, yeah, I mean, maybe he's a fan just because maybe he's still holding on to 2018 or 2021 or whenever it was that we got to the final. Yeah, I don't think that's enough.
Well, if Albania can go in at half time, touch could have been better there. If Albania can go in half time with 1-0 lead, I think they'll be pretty happy. One thing I would say is what I'm liking as well at this tournament, which we've seen a lot more now, is them balls in over the top, like you were saying, them long balls. And you never know, someone can do a poor header, someone can take a bad touch.
Mistake,
I mean, look at the FA Cup final. We've got Gavardiol and Ortega. They're mixed up.
Oh, yeah.
And Garnacho ended up getting a goal out of it. Like, take these chances, take these risks. I feel like football has become, footballers are so scared, like in club football, to take risks and to lose the ball. And I think football's so much more enjoyable when it's a bit more risky. That's why I love Bruno.
Do you feel like Pep's ruined football? I think Pep's ruined football.
He's not ruined football, but he's made football more boring.
Pep has ruined football. Like, how's football got better with Pep?
No. One thing I will say, I wouldn't say he's ruined football, but I don't think he's made it better. But to put it out there, Pep is an incredible, incredible coach. One of the best coaches we've ever seen.
Yeah, 100%.
Genuinely incredible coach. And what he's done as a manager is amazing. Like, it's incredible. Yeah. But what I will say is I cannot wait for him to leave the Premier League. As a United fan, I cannot wait.
For what reasons?
Because the league will just open up. It will no longer be a one-horse race.
Oh, yeah, like a farmer's league.
It will no longer be. Like, people call the Bundesliga a farmer's league because of Bayern Munich. Leverkusen won it this year. City literally win the title. Like, basically, like, they are now the favourites every single year. It's so hard to get close to them because of the squad depth they have and, the money and the facilities they have. And obviously people talk about the 115 charges, and even if they do end up getting charged for that, like, no one's going to be able to take away what they got with potentially breaking them rules, which was, like the De Bruyne's, the Haalands, investing that money in the squad. And I just, as a fan of football, as good as he's been, and as a coach, I don't think anything will take away how good he's been as a coach, even if they do get charged, which if they have broke the rules, they should. Like, he's been a great coach, but I can't wait for him to leave, because then you've got football back. Like, imagine, seeing Arsenal, Liverpool, United
that
go at it at the top of the table. And even though Arsenal are doing really well, like, I don't think they're ever going to be, like, as dominant as a Man City.
No.
So you've got them opportunities in the league for it to proper open up then, which...
Yeah, I think Pep's ruined football.
I want a more open race.
Yeah, I think, like, the last time there was a really good race was probably like there was once in like 2014, and it was like Chelsea, Liverpool, City. I think City still won it, to be fair. But that was like a good race until like the last 5 games.
For example, even when City was doing well, after the investment of Sheikh Mansour and they had like Mancini and stuff, that was way more entertaining. Like, even though, for example, when United, I'm a United fan, right? And we lost the title to that whole Aguero situation. I literally cried that day,
Yeah,
and it
same.
was awful.
I think I was 12.
But that was exciting.
Yeah.
Like, it was exciting football.
Yeah.
Now, it's just like, oh, City,
See,
gonna pass it around for about, like when they went, for example, sorry, I'm talking loads here, but
No,
for example,
go on.
that game was against QPR and they had to come back and it was
Yeah.
like that Aguero in the last minute.
I was rigged though, by the way. That's just saying.
Now, well, there is an argument for that, allegedly.
Allegedly, but I think it was rigged.
Now, like, you knew going into that game against West Ham at the Etihad on the last day, you could put about £5 million on the fact that City were winning that game.
Yeah.
Like, Foden scored 2 goals in like the first 20 minutes or something stupid. Like, I can't even remember.
Yeah.
So it just makes it boring.
No, it does.
Because you just knew there's no chance West Ham are rocking up to the Etihad and getting anything out of it.
And the fact that like Liverpool had one of the greatest teams ever, like probably Liverpool's best ever team that they've ever had in Liverpool history, maybe in the 1980s. And I don't know what it was like in the 1980s with Souness and them guys, but from what I've seen in it, that was probably one of the Liverpool's best ever teams. The fact that they won 1 Prem is criminal. Like, it's just genuinely criminal. And if Pep stays, I don't think Arsenal will win.
No, I agree.
I don't think Arsenal will win a Prem.
I agree. I think Pep's going to leave next year, though. And I think it's a good thing for the Premier League.
Hopefully he does.
One thing I don't understand is why he doesn't get questioned more about off-field issues in the media. I don't get it. Like, why is everyone so scared to ask about the potential charges? Like, it's there, it's
I
happening.
mean, it is a case.
I know, but you should at least ask him like how he feels about it, what's his opinion on it, and we don't really see that much.
I've got a question for you. Do you think Pep would do well in international football?
Yeah, I actually do. I'd like him to manage England.
Really?
Yeah.
How would that work? He can't buy anyone.
It doesn't matter. Like, we've got such a good team, you'd be able to work with him. I know Pep can only work with like good players, like Pep style players, but I think we've got a good enough team for Pep to work with it for 100%.
Interesting.
But get in the chat down below what you think. And I always see people saying, like, if it was United just winning every year, you wouldn't care.
I wouldn't, but it's football.
But even when United were winning all the time, it wasn't as if we like there was games that we could lose. There was the football was more, for me, entertaining, like genuinely.
I feel like
You look at what Sir Alex won the league with in 2013, like that team, it's crazy.
Yeah, and even when United were doing good, like the Invincibles still came through, they still won. Chelsea's 05 team, that team, they came through, they still won. So it's not like it was like there was no other teams that were winning. But
Albania are getting proper.
Yeah, they're getting aggressive.
They're getting aggressive now. I liking it. The rivalry's coming through. Well, Croatia have got to fight because they lose this game, that is curtains for them.
Yeah. If they can get a goal for half time, that'll be a blessing for them. But
what do you think about what people keep saying, like all of City's players like flop when they're outside of the City system? Like, for example, on the international stage, like Gvardiol hasn't been great for Croatia.
Yeah.
Foden obviously hasn't really turned up for England yet. I mean, it's only been 1 game, but he's never really turned up for England properly, like the way he does for City.
Yeah.
You know, Kevin De Bruyne for Belgium.
I mean, Alvarez has won a World Cup.
That's true.
So that's one. But I think it's just a case of, like I said, the way City plays is so different to international football. It's such possession-based football compared to how all of these guys are going to play for the team. It's such a strong system. Coming out of that system is going to be difficult for a lot of players. So, I mean, I think it's natural. Like, it's not that they're bad players or anything. It's just how football works.
We can end the poll of Ronaldo because 72% think he should still be starting. So
72%. Wow.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Drew Ball says United's titles were much more competitive and way less predictable. I mean, we're 20 subscribers away from 174,000.
What?
So basically, we've obviously got We've got 1.7 million subscribers, which is unbelievable. But we're 20 subs away from 1.174.
Everyone get subbing up.
Please subscribe if you're not already, because it'd be great for us to hit that.
Only need 20
while
subs.
While we're on the stream, it'd be great. And also, if you've not already, hit a like on the video. Over 3,500 in the room for this game, Croatia versus Albania. It is do or die for Croatia right now. do or die. Make sure you subscribe, hit a like on the video, and get the topics in you want us to talk about at halftime as well. What is your halftime topic that you want to discuss with us? What's the halftime poll that you want to go on? Because the whistle's about to go for halftime, and we love to do a halftime chat.
Let's see if Albania can get one more chance in between before.
Decent catch that. But he's gonna be thinking he should have got a bit more on that header. But that was a decent catch from the keeper.
But I will say though, the sub not the sub, but the change of Broja for his name Manaj. I think that's a good change because he's been playing pretty decent so far this game. Yeah. No, not taking away from Broja. Maybe it's just not the right opportunities, but I think that's a good change.
I agree. He's a threat in the middle, isn't he?
Yeah. He's been a good impact on this game.
Croatia might have one last attack to get a goal in before half time. I'll be getting it down the wing now.
Modric, you got to make something happen. Where is he?
Oh.
That's a good play.
Nice. Cross goes in.
Oh!
How did he not score?
Oh, I think he was offside.
Score that? Was he offside?
I think he was offside.
He should have done better with that header though.
He's a good player as well. Kamarit. I can't pronounce anyone's name. I think he plays for Hoffenheim.
I remember him.
He plays for Hoffenheim, I think.
Oh, he did well to get up, to be fair. That's a great save.
Yeah. This is Albania's chance. You know what? There's been some.
He should have done better with that.
The crossing in this game, there's been quite a few clear-cut headers.
I keep saying this. I keep seeing some brilliant crossing in this tournament. Low balls in, also whipped crosses coming in. Yeah. That's how a lot of the goals are coming about. Why don't United ever do that? And I'm sorry to bring you back to United, but it annoys me. Like, why don't we cross the ball? It works. It literally works. There can be a flying leg, getting headers in the box. Great, make that service.
You know what everyone's going to say, though? As to why we're not doing it.
Because of Ten Hag. Kramaric is insane for Hoffenheim. Yeah, he's a very, very, very good player.
That's what I was saying. He's a decent player.
Decent, maybe not very, very, very good. I might be over-egging it there. I love to exaggerate things. I do it all the time. I'm such a hyperbole sort of person.
No, he's a decent player. But I've another question came to my head about managers and the way how they play for international teams. Obviously, I asked you before about Pep. Do you think he'll do well? Because I think the way how Carlo Ancelotti, the way how he won the Champions League with Real Madrid this season, I don't think nearly any manager in football would have been able to do what he did. I think he's one of those managers that are made to win tournament football. You know what I mean? He's kind of like a Mourinho. Yeah. He's a tournament, and he won the league anyway. Yeah, I'm not trying to say he didn't, but I think the fact that he's won 5 Champions Leagues is insane. And obviously, international football is all tournaments. So, do you think Ancelotti would be a better manager in international football than Pep would be?
Yeah.
You think so?
Probably.
I think he would be.
I think he's just inevitable.
Yeah. I think he makes difficult decisions as well.
Ancelotti is an unbelievably good manager.
Yeah, 100%.
And he's very different sort of manager to Pep. Like Pep, I think if you're talking about coaching football,
Pep wins.
Pep is a better football coach. Yeah. But in talking about management of tournaments, Ancelotti in international football, I think Ancelotti has attributes more suited to international football than what Pep does, I would say. And like I said before, you don't really have that much time to coach in international football. You kind of picking the team throughout the year. You know what I mean? Nagelsmann's done pretty well with it though, with Germany.
But Germany is so efficient. Yeah. Germany is just different. The way I look at Germany is just like a well-oiled machine. Like everyone who comes to that team, they just know what they're doing. So to be fair, Nagelsmann is very good though. I'm not trying to take anything away from him, but I just feel like international football is about getting the mentality right, picking the right team, picking the right tactics. The coaching side is kind of difficult because it's going to be difficult to get players to play how you want them to play in the space of such a small amount of time. So I agree. I think Ancelotti would be a better manager, international-wise, than Pep Guardiola.
People think he might end up managing Brazil.
Really?
People keep saying that. But
is that just a...
Do you know what I think I'm going to do? Everyone get your super chats in, get chats in. Liam says Paul, Bruno Fernandes or Paqueta. I mean, what's the point of that? It's obviously Bruno.
I think I'm picking Bruno.
But I've got a few quiz questions, Maud.
I've got some questions for you as well.
So I'm going to bring up the first one.
Yeah.
Okay. See if you get it and the chat can get it as well. Who is England's leading scorer at the European Championship finals? And the options are Harry Kane, Frank Lampard, Wayne Rooney, or Alan Shearer?
Okay, so I feel like it can't be Lampard. It can't be Lampard. So I'm gonna eliminate Lampard. I don't even want to look at the chat because they're probably gonna Google it. So I'm gonna eliminate Lampard. Then you've got what, Shearer, Rooney, and who's the last one? Lineker.
Have a look.
Harry Kane.
Yeah, Kane. Yeah.
Harry Kane. It can't be Harry Kane. I don't think he played enough Euros to take that. And I'm going to eliminate Harry Kane between Rooney and Shearer. Ooh. Because Rooney's the second all-time scorer now anyway, I'm going to say Rooney. But I feel like it's a trick question.
It is actually Alan Shearer.
I
Well done
knew it
to
would be a
everyone in the
trick
chat
question.
that got it right.
I knew it would be a trick question.
So, Alan Shearer scored 7 goals in 2 tournaments, 5 at Euro 96 and 2 at Euro 2000. Rooney has 6, Kane 4 and Lampard 3.
Oh, so just one behind?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's not too far off.
So you were close to that one.
It's not too far off. I kind of got the order kind of right.
Right, okay, next question.
Yeah.
Which goalkeeper kept the most clean sheets at the previous tournament in 2021? Courtois, Donnarumma, Pickford or Schmeichel?
It's got to be Donnarumma.
It actually was Kasper Schmeichel. Oh, sorry. No, it wasn't. It was Jordan Pickford.
Pickford got the most clean sheets?
It was Jordan Pickford, yeah.
At the last Euros?
Yeah. Pickford kept clean sheets in the first 5 England matches and he played and only conceded 2 goals in total, 1 each in the semi-final and the final. So yeah, Jordan Pickford kept clean sheets in the first 5 matches for England and only conceded 2 goals in total, 1 in the semi-final.
Well done, Jordan Pickford. Yeah, I thought for some reason that Italy didn't concede a goal to the final.
No, it was Picky.
Oh, fair enough.
But I would have gone with Donnarumma on that personally.
Wow, that's interesting. Wow.
Okay.
I got 0 right so far.
Next, get on to the next one.
Yeah.
How many goals have Scotland scored in the 9 matches they have played at the Euros? 1, 3, 5 or 7?
How many goals? There can't be 1. Surely Scotland are better than that. What was the other options? 3, 5, 7?
It was 1, 3, 5 or 7.
3, 5 or 7. It can't be 1. Scotland, come on. Surely you've done decent. I'm not gonna say 3, 5 or 7. Are they gonna score 7 goals in 9 games? No, I'm gonna say 5.
Yay, you got one right. Well done to everyone who got 5 in the chat.
They got it right. Okay.
How do you reckon Scotland will actually do, by the way?
Not great.
Not good.
not the greatest. Is McTominay playing?
Yeah, he played last game.
He played last game. Okay. Well, if McTominay does well, I don't mind. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna be the greatest. They got absolutely destroyed by Germany. Maybe that was just a one-off game. Maybe, they might come back and do something better. But yeah, I'm not that hopeful for Scotland. They're probably going to lose against Switzerland again. Not again, but Switzerland's probably going to win. So yeah, it's a difficult group for them.
Okay, here we go. Which country has lost a final it hosted and won a final it hosted?
Okay.
France, Spain. Sorry, sneeze came in. France, Spain, Netherlands, or Yugoslavia?
Oh. Yugoslavia, isn't that like... Maybe, I feel like I'm going to sound like an idiot now. Isn't that like multiple countries?
I don't even know. Is that bad?
Let me just pretend I didn't say that. Okay, so France, Spain... What was the other one again? Sorry.
Okay, let me look. France, Spain, Yugoslavia, and Netherlands.
Okay, I'm not gonna say Netherlands. Yugoslavia, I'm not even convinced as to if I know.
I think it is like a mix.
I feel I'm not even gonna let the.
We're gonna look so stupid now, aren't we? We're gonna look so stupid.
Producer Ryan. I swear it's like multiple countries together. I don't know.
Yeah, it is multiple. It is.
Isn't it?
It is.
So how is that fair? How can that?
Right. Well, let's just.
Okay,
I'm gonna be honest. It's not that.
Okay,
that's not the answer.
I'm taking it out.
We'll. It's between France, Spain, and Netherlands.
I'm gonna say France. France didn't win it in France. They didn't win in France. Netherlands. I can't remember last time they won, so I'm not gonna know that. So I'm gonna say Spain.
It was actually France.
When did he win in France?
Well done to everyone in the chat.
When did France win in France?
France won the finals host in 1984 and lost as host in 2016.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Okay. This is...
Let me see. Yugoslavia is Bosnia, Herzegovina, Croatia, Macedonia, Montenegro, Serbia, and Slovenia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was right.
I thought that. I knew it wasn't. I knew it wasn't a country.
Yeah, because I don't remember anyone ever saying Yugoslavia in Euros.
This is a good question. Who was the last player to score a hat-trick at the Euros? David Villa in 2008, Thomas Müller in 2012, Shaqiri in 2016, or Gonzalo Ramos in 2021.
Did Ramos score a hat-trick? He didn't score a hat-trick, did he?
At the Euros.
2021 Euros? Oh yeah, it was 2021 Euros. It wasn't Ramos. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Ramos. He did score, I think he scored 2 goals in that game though, when Ronaldo didn't play. Muller 2012, nah, he was like 20 years old then, or he was like 21 years old then, I don't think he scored a hat-trick. David Villa, he was so cold, and was it 2012 or the 2008?
It was...
They won both of them anyway.
2008.
2008, yeah, he was a baller back then. I'm going to say David Villa.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
You're right on that one. We could come back to some of them questions in a bit, but that was actually pretty fun. Get in the comments down below. How many you got right? Let me know.
Okay, so what I wanted to do was as well, we spoke about strikers, but I feel like the real conversation really is with the wingers.
Okay, yeah, go on.
I feel like the wingers are the real conversation. So well, maybe there's more than 10 wingers here. So in the chat, if I miss out anyone, let me know in it. But I want to know your top 5 wingers in this tournament.
Top 5 wingers in this tournament from every team?
Tournament. Not from every team, but altogether.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm going to give you the options.
Okay.
Yeah. So the options I've got are Doku.
Yeah.
Yamal.
Yeah.
Leao.
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva, even technically you can see the midfielder, but he's playing on the wing anyway. Dembele, Sane, Saka, Mbappe's technically playing on the wing. You might see he's a striker, but he's technically playing on the wing. Foden again, he's playing on the wing. And then I'm going to say Musiala and not Wirtz.
Musiala's not a winger.
He's playing on the wing though. He's not a winger, but he's playing on the wing. So technically you can say he's a winger for Germany.
Top 5 wingers.
Top 5 wingers in this tournament.
Okay, Mbappe.
Mbappe, yeah, obviously.
I actually would put Saka in there.
Okay.
As a winger.
Yeah. Saka, that's a good shot.
Musiala.
Yeah.
My last 2.
You've got players like you got Dembele, you've got Leao.
Let's say wide players instead of wingers. Someone in the chat said that. That's a good one.
Okay, yeah, wide players.
Okay, so I'm going... So I've got Mbappe, Saka, Musiala. Right, okay. I think Leao's good, but I think he's a bit overrated. Is that bad for me to say?
No, he's not the greatest season, I don't think, for AC Milan.
I don't know.
He's not. That's not a bad thing to say. Like I feel like.
Look at the list again.
Yeah. Yamal, Leao, Silva, Sane.
I'd honestly probably put Yamal in there. Is that mad?
No. He's young, but he's playing well, so it's not a bad thing to say.
And then probably... The thing is, Foden's obviously unreal, but he's not playing well for...
Yeah. Not as a winger. I want to put Chiesa as well.
Sane's pretty decent.
Dembele.
Yeah, I'd probably go Mbappe, Musiala, Saka, Yamal, and probably Sane. What would you go with?
I would go with, obviously, Mbappe, Musiala, Yamal, Sane, and you might put Saka, yeah.
Yeah.
100%
Thing is,
Saka.
I would, if you were asking me to list like top 5 players out of them, Foden absolutely cracks it.
Yeah.
But I just don't like Foden as a wide player. I like him in the 10.
I'd rather he can drift out wide. Like if he wants to drift out wide, fair enough. But just to play as out on a winger, it doesn't make sense.
Ooh, fire alarm's going off. Do you want to do striker one as well?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at that and I was like, I want to do that one.
Okay, so the options I've got is Havertz. Again, this isn't like number 9s. This is just like down the middle, pretty much. So Havertz, Sesko, Giroud, Depay, Morata, Harry Kane, Ronaldo, Lukaku, Vlahovic, Mitrovic, Thuram, Lewandowski.
Okay, right.
I feel like I missed out someone. Who did I miss out?
Weghorst.
Weghorst. Would you put me in top 5?
I mean...
We could put I mean, some people, some
Oh, no, okay. People forgetting Gula. I'd put Arda Gula in my winger one, you know. Gula. I'd rather have Arda Gula... I'm not saying that.
What are you going to say?
At the moment, like, just off freshness, I would like to put Arda Gula in there over Sane, and who I think is more exciting right now.
Gula over Sane.
I think Sane's a better player.
No, I know you mean in the tournament. I know you mean in the tournament.
For the excitement in the tournament.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I get what you're trying to say. I still put Sane over.
I feel like Gula might have a better tournament.
Than Sane.
But Sane's obviously a better player now.
Yeah.
Like, Sane's unbelievable. I know Gula is not a winger, I know that, but he's like, he can play out wide, can't he? So it's like we're talking about wide players here.
Yeah.
Right, no Højlund. You need Højlund in your striker list.
Oh, yeah, you're right still. There's a lot of strikers, you know. There's a lot of players down the middle. So you pick your top 5.
Top 5.
Is this difficult? I don't actually think this is that difficult.
We're talking about for the tournament here.
Yeah.
Right, you do your top 5 first, because I did mine for the wingers.
Okay, I would say Morata. I would say Havertz. I think Havertz could be in a shout for golden boot actually, but Havertz. Harry Kane played.
Come on, you've got to put Kane in there.
Okay, I'll put Kane in there. He did hit the crossbar, but he should have scored. Am I putting Ronaldo in there? I'm gonna put Ronaldo in there. Obviously Lewandowski didn't even play. He got injured. Weghorst scored, but I wouldn't put him in there. Højlund, unfortunately, no. Giroud will probably play the next game, so he could be a good shout for the tournament going forward. Depay, I like Depay, but as a number 9, I don't know.
I'd probably have Kane.
Yeah.
Kane, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Sesko, Havertz, and...
Are we missing anyone out?
Vlahovic.
Let us know if we're missing anybody out. I feel like it might be. People are saying Gakpo, but... like.
That's what I go with. I think. But then again, like... Vlahovic is a good striker, but are Serbia actually going to get far? Probably not.
No.
So maybe you put somebody else in there.
What are the chat saying? Vlahovic with rubbish against England.
Havertz over Fulkrug. Fulkrug's doing well, to be fair.
Like I said before, I think Havertz can have a good tournament.
He's obviously, we've probably missed some strikers out. Gee, half-time went so quick, we're already kicking back off. Question, everyone, let's get a poll going in the chat. How do you see this going? Do you see Croatia losing this game? Do you see them pulling it back to be a draw? Do you see Albania going on to win? Let us know what you're thinking, what the end result's going to be.
Do you think they should do anything different? Croatia. Should they approach the game a bit differently?
Do you know what it is? They've got players, they've got no legs. And Albania are fighting really hard and they've got the legs in there to defend, so they've got to keep trying to unlock the door, but I'd take a few more risks, to be honest, if I was them. Throw a few more bodies forward, and I know defensively they're quite, they've been quite open, but they need to score a goal, really.
No, I agree. I think Albania have opened up a lot, and I think those crosses into the box they've been good for Albania. Even though they've only scored one of them, they could have scored about 3 of them. So I feel like if Croatia they want to stay in the game, they've got to control that.
One thing I would say is Croatia have been hugely disappointing, like hugely.
Yeah, they've actually embarrassed me, I'm not going to lie. I was speaking so highly of them before the game. I said they're going to win 3-1.
It's that old reputation, decent cross in the box. Albania have defended well, though.
Yeah.
I can't lie. Albania have defended well. Like, Albania have got pace, they've got power, the physical, whereas, Croatia have got technical footballers, but they've not really got that power and pace about them.
Do you think defending is more important than offense in international football? Do you feel like you should focus more on your defending, or should you focus more on your attacking? Obviously, you're going to focus on both of them as well, but I feel like sometimes I feel like if you focus on your defending and you stop the team from scoring, the goal's going to come from somewhere. That's what Ricky always says. Ricky actually always says that.
Ricky is right. Like,
he actually always says that. Stay compact, stay narrow, stay compact.
For example, even though England were quite poor, we won that game against Serbia because we defended really well.
Yeah.
But obviously, I think if we would have killed the game off early, we wouldn't have had to do that as much.
Yeah.
So, but I think, for me personally, like as a football watcher, I like to see exciting football. I like to see end-to-end. I like to see goals.
Yeah.
But realistically, obviously, if you're good defensively, if the other team don't... The thing is, if you stop the other team from scoring, you don't lose, do you? Because, like, you know, you can draw... Obviously, that's Michael Owen quote that, but do you know what I mean? Like, so... And you can always get a goal out of something, like a cross, like a deflected goal.
The fact that some of the goals that have been scored this tournament have been absolutely insane, and they've been from players that we didn't even expect, which means you kind of get a goal from anywhere, really. I
think about how many shots have been taken outside the box and actually going in this tournament as well. Yeah. How many crosses are coming into the box too. Nice pass there. Albania, their shape, by the way. It's
good. It's actually really good.
Their shape has been great, and they've been compact.
I'll be honest, yeah. Now that I've seen it for the full first half and part of the second half, I've got Albania winning this.
And this is actually making me, think Italy must be quite decent as well.
Yeah.
So you come back and win against them 2-1.
Because Italy had a strong game, so.
As much as I was supporting Croatia because I'm going on holiday there, I think Albania do deserve to win this game. And I do have PTSD from Croatia because they've punished England before. Ryan Phelan says, at best fans so far, I thought Turkey and Romania were great. Yeah, they were. I think all the fans look proper up for it this year. Fans,
yeah. I said it before, I think like the Eastern European countries, they're so passionate. I actually love that about them. One of my friends is from Serbia, and he goes back to Serbia all the time just to go to their games, and he says it's completely different to what Premier League games are like. The energy in the stadiums is just so electric for the whole game.
Ryan Phelan says at Wirtz would be a great De Bruyne replacement. João Neves plays like Kante, perfect for Manchester United. So exciting. Best fans so far. Turkey was incredible. I think I'd like to see more of João Neves. Obviously, Martinez isn't starting for Portugal, so it's hard. But
yeah,
a lot of people were slating Martinez last night. The Portugal manager.
Why?
Just some of his decisions, team selection. Like people think he's going to hold Portugal back, and I can understand that. To be honest with you,
the Portugal team's so strong. Like I feel like that's
the way he was playing certain players just was like. Ugh.
Oh yeah, true.
Ronnie Dodds says, "Hey guys, thoughts on Zirk City United if he came?"
What Zirkzee?
Yeah, he looks exciting, but I've not really seen loads of him because I've not watched loads of Bologna, to be honest. So I'd have to do my research on that.
Oh, Croatia through. Oof, good save.
Good save from the keeper.
Very good save.
Good save from the keeper.
Are they gonna go for a long shot? But the way they worked it through them was very good.
A goal now for Croatia would actually make the game so exciting, though.
Oh, no, 100%.
Nice. Perisic cross coming.
What?
There's been some crosses, but there's not really been anything like...
Anything outstanding?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there hasn't.
For example, I seen this, which I wanted to read out, about Martinez for Portugal, because I think it is quite true, right? So, this is from FPL Fraser on Twitter, who I like this because it basically summed up like a lot of what I was thinking, and he's a good account. And he said, how does Martinez get to manage this golden generation of Portugal? Dalot is not even an attacking fullback, so why is he playing as a wing-back? Like, Dalot is great at coming into midfield, but he's not like necessarily like, he's not like a proper...
like a frimpong.
Why was the team's best player and your most creative player not playing in his best position at 10? He was even playing deeper than Vitinha at times, talking about Bruno Fernandes.
Okay, yeah.
He said, what's the meaning of Bernardo in this team? When was the last time Bernardo was a creative player or a goal-scoring attacker? What's the purpose/role of Bernardo in this team, except he's a big name?
Wow.
And Martinez doesn't have the backbone to bench him. And then he said, Portugal have so many great attackers and midfielders. Why is he playing three at the back in a game where a lot of these situations lead to a wide centre-back as a free player to create a chance or take a shot? Portugal and Martinez need to fix up, otherwise they will underperform with a fantastic squad. Wow. And I agree. I don't think the way he was playing the players particularly complimented them, to be honest with you. I do think Bernardo Silva's a very good player, by the way.
100%.
I think that bit was maybe a little bit off, but I think he needs to switch up the style in which he's playing and the positions he's playing certain players in. Play your players in the best positions.
I've got a little question / kind of like topic. Obviously, like I said before, I think this England team is probably the best England team that's been in the past like 20, 30 years. But what would be your combined 11 for this England team, and let's say the 2004 England team or 6 England team. When was the Euros? 2004 or 6?
Let me get it up. I think it's 2004.
My bearings are always. It was 2004, I think.
Yeah. Let me have a look, and I'll go through it.
Because I feel like, you know, I want to go for this actually. I want to actually go for each team, each player.
Okay, so the lineup of, in 3 of their 4 games at Euro 2004, England lined up as follows: David James, Gary Neville, John Terry, Sol Campbell, Ashley Cole, David Beckham, Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard, Paul Scholes, Michael Owen, and Wayne Rooney. That is an incredible team.
It's an incredible team, or half of them.
And the fact that we actually didn't do anything with that team is crazy.
It's insane. That's actually insane. They would have played like 4-4-2 in it. It would have been like it would have been. Oh, would it? Yeah, it would have been a 4-4-2.
Here's an interesting one. Someone put in the chat, I don't know if this is true, but Alex said Portugal didn't win a single game in 90 minutes at Euro 2016 and then won it.
Yeah, they won a penalty.
Oh, yeah. That is mental.
Even in the final.
Yeah, that, like, everyone's saying that team didn't have any balance.
It was horrible.
Right, okay, so let's go through it, actually.
Okay.
So let's go for, like, player for player.
Okay, keeper.
Let me get it up. So, keeper, David James or Pickford?
Honestly...
I can't lie, the way Pickford
yeah,
plays for England now...
I might have actually picked Pickford.
The way Pickford... He's mad to me, because I don't even rate Pickford that highly, but he plays so well for England. Like, so I would go with Pickford, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, David James playing for Portsmouth, like, they weren't the greatest team. I'm pretty sure they got relegated. I don't even know where they are right now.
Crossover for Croatia are knocking on the door now a little bit.
Let's see if they make something from this attack. Decent ball in. Oh, another header.
The headers have been crap though, haven't they?
Yeah.
The headers have been crap. So we'll go with Pickford, right?
Yeah, I picked
Next
Pickford.
up is Gary Neville or Kyle Walker.
I think that's an age-old debate, you know.
I'm sorry, I think Kyle Walker, and I'm a United fan. I think Gary Neville was incredible, but I think Walker's got that recovery pace.
Yeah. Gary Neville or... Wait, so wait, can I just clarify that? What are we basing this on? We're basing on like England. Are we basing on like...
We're just basing on...
As a footballer.
Who would get into the team.
Okay, who would get in the team. Yeah, I'll probably pick Kyle Walker.
Yeah. I think fullbacks have changed so much. Gary Neville, right. You could always go with Neville. You could, and the chat is saying Neville.
That's why I'm thinking, like, reliability, I'm picking Neville. Okay,
well...
But in terms of, like, I don't know, ability, like, just general as a footballer, Kyle Walker's got more in his game.
Kyle Walker's got that recovery pace, hasn't he?
People are saying 13 Premier League titles. That's what I was saying. Like, if we're based off of career, that's a whole other conversation, obviously. But it's not based off career, because that's not going to change anything.
Interestingly enough, how will the game finish? It's very, very, very even across the board. 39% say Croatia win, draw 21%, Albania win 40%. It's
pretty close.
What are you going with?
Like I said before, my opinion's kind of changed now. I actually really thought Croatia were going to win at the start of the game, but now that I'm looking at it, Albania are playing very good, and they had a lot of chances that first half. So
you think Albania will hold out?
I think they'll score again.
That's a poor touch.
I think they'll score again, to be fair.
Okay, so I think I'm just going to edge with Walker, but a lot of the chat are saying Neville, so...
I'm going to say Walker as well, so we'll go with Walker.
Okay, next up is John Terry or John Stones. And
John
Terry, obviously.
Better John.
I think John Stones is great, but John Terry is just amazing.
Yeah.
And then you've got Sol Campbell or Mark Gahey, and you're going to go Sol Campbell.
Yeah, I mean, that's just not fair, is it?
Yeah, like, let's be real. And, you know, I mean, Gahey
I don't know how Gahey even got into the team.
Gahey did really well, but...
He did really well, but this is like his
And if it's Maguire or Sol Campbell, I'm still going Sol Campbell.
Yeah.
And then Ashley Cole, we'll say it all Luke Shaw.
It doesn't matter anyway. Ashley Cole's going to get him over everyone. I don't think he's the best left back of all time. So
Ashley Cole was absolutely incredible. A lot of people saying Stones in the chat. Oh no, not a lot. A few people saying Stones.
Stones over John Terry?
No, there's no way. There's no way.
Come on, let's not have recency bias.
So we've basically only got Walker getting into that back four.
But to be fair, the defence of this current generation is not the greatest. So
yeah. Okay. Next up, we go into. It was kind of like a 4-4-2, really.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So
should we make it into a 4-3-3 and just put Beckham in midfield? Or put Scholes in midfield and put Beckham as a forward?
As a right forward?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we'll do the midfield of Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard and Paul Scholes.
Damn. Did anybody get into that? I'm taking out Gerrard.
For who?
I'm taking out for any. I'll put Rice in there, man.
Nah, I'm sorry. No one gets in.
I'm
Which is why I'm struggling. It's because he didn't have any balance. That's why. He didn't have a holding midfielder, and they're so important.
Yeah,
You do kind of have to take one out for a holding midfielder.
I'm taking if you want to build a team. This ain't like just name for name. This is like you want to build a team that's gonna win. I'm taking out Gerrard. I'll take out Gerrard and I'll put in Rice.
Gerrard was so good though.
Nah, he was a good player. I'm not trying to say that, but if we're going for building a good team, Gerrard's got to go. Unfortunately, he's got to go.
Okay.
And
so
Rice would be a better DM. 100%. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Someone says Bellingham has to be in.
Over who? Not over Scholes or Lampard.
He can't go in over Scholes and he can't go in over Lampard at this current moment in time. So it's tough.
So what are you saying? What's your free? What's your free midfield?
If you're talking about 1 second, Croatia on the attack, I'm avoiding this question. Yeah. Cross is going. No.
Good defence.
They've got nothing, Croatia. Yeah, they've got bloody nothing. Right. The thing is,
you've got to be bold with this one. You can't sugarcoat.
I think Gerrard is a better player than Rice. But if you're going to make, if you're asking me, if I have to pick out of Lampard, Gerrard, and Scholes, I think Gerrard has to depart.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, maybe. Do I take Lampard out?
No. Thank you. Producer just said definitely. Producer Ryan just said definitely. Wait, did he say Gerrard over Lampard?
That's what I'm saying.
Lampard.
Producer's saying I should take Lampard out.
No. What? It goes. By the way.
Oh yeah, let's actually.
Probably thinking what's going on.
Let's put them in order. I would go with what producer just said: Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard.
No, I'm going with the winners: Scholes, Lampard, Gerrard. To me, yeah, playing well is great until you win.
But Lampard was really good for England when he did play for him.
Okay, what if Lampard is a better goal scorer? He's a better passer of the ball. There's a reason why he's got more goals and assists than all three of them, or both of them. Like he's led his team to win in multiple occasions, even with different teams. Right. Gerrard was a great player. I'm not even trying to say he's not a great player.
I know he was, and I think I think Lampard was incredible. Gerrard was incredible. Scholes was incredible. We're talking about three of the best midfielders.
Of what?
So if you're taking one out.
I'm sorry, I'm taking out the guy that couldn't win. I'm taking out the guy that slipped. How about that? I'm taking out the guy that slipped. Because if I'm England and we're in a final and we need to win, I don't want players that slip on the ball. Yeah.
I think Lampard was so good. Gerrard was so. I'm definitely not taking Scholes out. That's for sure. Let's move on from the midfield.
No, you can't move on. You got.
Gun to my head, I had to pick to take Gerrard or Lampard out that team. I think I'd take Lampard out.
They don't even play the same position technically. I mean, Lampard's more of like a 10. Like he's going forward. Like.
I know they don't, but I'm just thinking overall ability. I mean, they were all good. Okay.
I'm taking
forward. Okay.
No wait. So you didn't say you're taking out? Oh, you did. Who you replacing them with?
Who am I replacing?
Or are you keeping that midfield then? Just all three of them?
I would want to, but you need a holding midfielder, so I'd bring in Rice for a holding midfielder. And then your front three, I mean, it's hard because I'm just going to go with a front three. I'm not going to do actual positions. Okay, so you've got Beckham, Owen and Rooney.
Yeah.
And then Kane, Saka and Foden.
Rooney's definitely getting in. So that's already off the list. I'm not even going to debate that. Rooney's definitely in the team.
So is Owen, I'm sorry, but he is.
Owen over Harry Kane? You taking Owen over Harry Kane?
I don't think anyone gets in. I'm sorry, I don't. Is that mad for me to say? Because that team didn't even do well.
Are you taking Owen over Harry Kane? The Premier League all-time, pretty much, he's going to be the... Actually, no, he's not. He plays for Bayern Munich, but...
Rooney definitely gets in. I think Beckham over Saka. Do you agree?
Yeah, 100%.
And then...
I'm taking Harry Kane over Owen. I'm sorry. And that's not just because he plays for Liverpool. He played for United. He won the Premier League with us.
So Michael Owen.
He's a Ballon d'Or winner. I'm not even trying
That's
to take
what I
anything
mean.
away from him. Like.
He won a Ballon d'Or. He was one of the best teenagers you've ever seen. I know injury got to him a bit, but
yeah. It's not. You can't say United bias. He played for United. Like I'm not taking anything away from him.
What would you do in the chat? I can't decide.
I'm taking Harry
By the way,
Kane.
this is a girl that takes about an hour to decide what starter she wants at a restaurant. So I can't decide this. Like all my friends say, I'm the most indecisive person on earth. I can't make a decision.
So what am I seeing people saying? Owen,
Ryan
Rooney,
will know
Beckham, Harry Kane, Rooney, Owen,
Rooney, Beckham.
Heskey. I have no one saying Heskey. Like, Heskey's a good player.
MKF says in a 4-4-2, Cole, Scholes, Rice, Beckham, Rooney, Owen.
Could put drift Rooney out on the left.
Ooh, shot straight at the keeper from Albania there. Right, you've really hurt my head with that one.
I think it's a good debate though. Like, there's a couple. Even though there's a couple players that'll get into that team. That team was stacked though. The fact they didn't win is actually embarrassing. Kane over Owen.
That Albania manager is getting into it. He's getting. Do you know what I love about these international tournaments? Seeing managers on the sidelines, the managers that you don't usually see often.
Yeah, they're really animated, they're proper.
Do you remember the Cameroonian manager from the World Cup? He was class.
No, AFCON had the funniest. If anyone's watched AFCON, they had the funniest managers. Oh, that was hilarious. But yeah, no, Albania, they're doing pretty. This is way better than they did against Italy. So let's see how the game goes and going. Croatia got a chance now.
Croatia goal here would be. I just don't see him scoring now. I just don't see Croatia scoring, but getting.
Even the chances that they've had, it's just been like half chances. There's not really been any like clear cut good opportunities.
I'm gonna tweet out actually. I'm gonna tweet out.
England just need a Mourinho. If there was, I got a question for you, and a question for the chat as well. If or when Southgate gets fired from England, if or when, which manager do you think would do the best with this England team? I guess that's a question for the chat as well. Because a lot of people say Mourinho. Well, Mourinho, what do you do well with this England team? Possibly, to be fair. But which manager? Let's just say that every manager was available. Like they're just no one's managing for anyone. Which manager would do the best with this England team?
I would like to see. I think Mourinho would be fun.
Yeah.
I think.
People are saying Klopp.
People keep saying that, but I don't see him managing England.
I don't think it's realistic. Like, but if it was just like he happened to be the manager. Klopp would be good. Klopp would be good. And I feel like Liverpool do well. Well, they used to do well in like tournament football as well.
Right, I am tweeting this out about our front three because I want to see what people think.
Oh yeah, that'll be interesting. I want to see what Twitter going to say to that. I don't think you know what it is. I don't think it's even fair to put Foden in that. Because he's just not in a conversation. Why would Foden even be in there? You know what I mean?
Well, he's playing as a front three for England, so. Yeah. People saying Ancelotti would be class, wouldn't he? I just couldn't see it happening. Pep would be insane. Croatia on the attack again here. I told you this would be a tight game, didn't I tell you?
Yeah, it's tight, but it's like the opportunities. I feel like the better opportunities been with Albania.
Here's one for you.
Yeah. I
mean, Albania's coming at him again now. I mean, he's only sort of like a three-man band. They don't want to put many players forward. That's a poor strike.
Yeah.
Unless it was deflected. People saying Ralph Rangnick. He's doing brilliantly with Austria. Here's one for you. So, Kobbie Mainoo.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was in the England interview the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this. No, it wasn't a deflection. It was just over the bar. Obviously, doing the interview for England the other day. Should he be starting the next game for England, in your opinion? And in the chat, get in the comments.
Should Kobbie Mainoo be starting the next game for England? Well, he was in my ideal England starting 11 anyway for the first game, but obviously Trent started. I don't think that Southgate is brave enough to start him. I don't think he's brave enough to do that. I think he's so stubborn in the way he picks his team, he's going to pick Trent again. So I don't think he will.
I don't want to admit that Trent in midfield.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to admit that
he
he got it wrong. So I don't think he'll play Mainoo. But I think he definitely should play. Like, controlling the game, he's the best player to control the game.
The thing is, even if he did drop Trent from midfield, you just know he's probably going to put Gallagher in there instead, because he was the first sub the other day.
If he had Henderson, he'd play Henderson in the heavyweight team.
I mean, we've got a super chat coming in here from Howder88 says, I think Rooney could be the manager after Southgate. They are just as bad. I mean, I prefer Rooney just because of the vibes and because, let's be honest, as a player, he actually, was successful.
Yeah.
No, sorry, but he was. And, I mean, Rooney's an interesting pick.
As a manager,
he's obviously not had a great managerial career so far. But I love Rooney as a pundit. I can't lie. He says it how it is, and I love that.
Yeah.
says, Walker's good 1v1, bad positionally. Carragher said it. And Martin Saunders says, imagine England talent with Rangnick knowledge and coaching unstoppable. I mean, I feel like English media is too stubborn to admit that Ralph Rangnick's actually a good coach. And he actually was the blueprint for a lot of German coaches like Klopp and Tuchel. And they admire him. And in England, another header that's over the bar. Get your headers down. In England, when he came to United, like, I think the way he's doing for Austria, like, the fact he's got that Austrian team playing the way it is, like, going toe-to-toe with France with with an own goal that shouldn't have even been. But for the team that everyone thinks is going to be the favourite to win the tournament, the fact he's doing that and the other previous stuff he's done with Austria shows that he wasn't the issue at United.
Yeah. But I feel like everyone... Well, United fans anyway. I feel like United fans know that, but the English media are like with United anyway. Like, they just kind of they just like beat them down until they're broken. So everyone kind of just said Ralph Rangnick was just the worst guy in the world when he wasn't. He actually wasn't the worst guy in the world. It's just now we know, looking in hindsight, what the real problems were at the club. But I wouldn't say Ralph Rangnick would have been the best England manager. I don't actually know who I think would be the best England manager. I think Klopp is a good shout. I think Ancelotti is a good shout. I think Mourinho's a good shout.
I don't still see Klopp managing England as a German, personally, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's not realistic. I don't think any of these things would happen.
Albania have been really good. Team shape, as Ricky would say. Team shape. I'm going to message him, actually, and ask him what he's thinking of the game, because I know he's watching it.
Guarantee Graham Potter will follow Southgate. Imagine they put Potter as a... How do these guys keep getting...
What about Eddie Howe? He's someone who could...
Yeah, maybe, possibly.
The majority of people under my tweet are saying Rooney, Beckham, Kane.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's the front three. Fairs. Kane is exceptional, to be fair. I just remember, plus my dad always talks to me about how good Michael Owen actually was.
Yeah.
Because he gets a lot of stick now on commentary, doesn't he?
It's because he's just a terrible pundit.
His punditry is poor. But every time we're giving him stick on punditry, it's like, when you sat there as a family, my dad always says, it's mad how a player that good can know so little. Do you know what I mean?
No, you're right. Because he says, first of all, he says the most obvious things, which as a pundit is so annoying. Because you're not really saying anything that's interesting. But it's like you were one of the best strikers in the world at one point.
I think
at his age, anyway.
I think some of the things he says are okay. I don't think he's as bad as what people make out. But whenever he does say one of them takes, that's just like, oh my god. Yeah. My dad's always like, he was actually insane.
You don't win the Ballon d'Or. What year was it? 2005. Someone put in a chat.
He was at 18, wasn't he?
Yeah, someone put in a chat what year it was. But at that period, the players that were playing football was insane. Like Ronaldinho, Zidane, all these kind of players were playing football at that time. So for him to win, you would have had to have been a crazy talent.
Owen, Ballon d'Or age.
Was it 2004 or 5?
Oh, he was 22. He was 22. He was a bit older than what I thought. But he was...
2001?
He won in 2001.
Wow.
That was the year we were born, so we can't remember. My dad just must have told me.
But yeah, 2001...
What year were you born, Maud?
99.
Oh, you were 99. Oh, you're a year above me.
Yeah, 99. Oh!
No, 2 years above me.
Oh, wait, no. Croatia, you're getting into good positions, but it's like, your final third, the decision's just never the greatest.
Is that right? I thought it was later than that. Yeah, it was 2001. I thought it was later. I don't know why.
Could you see who the top 5 or 10 contenders were?
I can have a look. Someone said Michael Owen, Ballon d'Or winner, or Kane, Audi Cup winner. It's mad, isn't it, that Kane's not won anything? considering his talent.
Yeah, like, I feel like, it's actually sad because he literally went to Bayern Munich to win, and they didn't win anything.
So 2001 top 5 Ballon d'Or. Okay.
Yeah, let me see who did he win over?
Beckham was in 4th. So you had Michael Owen, you had Raul in 2nd, Oliver Kahn in 3rd, David Beckham in 4th, Totti in 5th, Figo in 6th, Rivaldo in 7th.
Shevchenko, Thierry Henry, Zidane.
Mad.
And Michael Owen won.
Hendrik Larsson there,
Wow.
14th.
Wow.
Yeah, Michael Owen was. I think he's recent. A lot of people have recency bias nowadays, but he was class back in the day.
No, he 100% was. How well do you think he would do in today's game?
Very well.
Yeah.
I honestly do.
Yeah.
I think people have a lot of recency bias nowadays. Arturo V says Owen did say we would get smashed in the FA Cup final. Yeah, that was an L take from him. A lot of people did think that though. But Albania, what is he doing there? Why is he having a stupid shot like that when his teammates to the right of him? You're only 1-0 up. He's saying sorry. You're 1-0 up, mate. Like, you know, if Croatia score now, you're looking back at that opportunity and thinking...
Kicking yourself.
Yeah. Like, if you're 1-0 up, you like, I'd understand maybe doing something like that at 3-0. But 1 or 2-0 up, you need to still... You know, Croatia are a good team. Don't get carried away with
Imagine
it.
they got a goal.
Oh, here we go.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I was saying.
Literally called it.
That guy,
Literally
I'm
called
going to
it.
do my Roy Keane, I'd be dragging him off the pitch. I don't know who he is, but if I'm the manager, I'm saying, get over here now, you're off.
Yeah,
100%. And Kramaric as well.
Yeah, Kramaric
from Hoffenheim.
Look at I love seeing the fans. The fans are going, because they're probably thinking, we've been waiting for this goal.
And it was a deserved goal, to be fair. They were knocking on the door and they just couldn't finish. But that all came from that guy. They could have scored Albania. And he took some stupid shot when his teammate was in space. And he weren't missing that. And he took it well, to be fair.
Well, that's well done to Croatia, to be fair. Yeah, I can't say deserved though, because Albania have still been a better team. But after what, I need to find out what that player is called. Someone put in the chat what that player was called. I couldn't see his name.
I'm gonna.
And the thing with these kind of like tournaments is one mistake like that could be the end of Albania. That one mistake could literally, because it's caused a goal now for Croatia. If they're going to lose this game now, that's it. And we all put in the blame. The same way how people put the blame to like Harry Kane for that Croatia when he didn't cross it to Sterling. Croatia getting another chance, and he threw.
Keeper did all right, but also Croatia should do better.
See, look, the game's changed now. The game has changed.
Do you feel like Croatia are going to smell blood now a little bit?
Nah, they are.
I did say 2-1.
You did. I don't know why I got so.
My chance of partying and splitting the bars is still on.
Let me see this chance. If you got it a bit more under control, he probably could have got something.
He needed a little back heel then, didn't he?
Yeah. Come on, Croatia. Come on, Croatia. I said they were going to win. Finally got a goal back. It was a dumb mistake though, but this game's got to open up. Right, Croatia, let's see what you can do. See, they're playing way better football now.
They're in. Another goal. 2-1. It's on.
2-1.
The game's turned on its head.
Turned around.
And that's what happens if you wasteful and you get complacent.
Bottled it. They've actually bottled it.
And you know what? I'm sorry. That's what. If you're that Albanian player now that didn't pass it, and I'm not saying it's all because of him. But there are little moments in the game that really do change stuff. And you know, Croatia, they had to win this game to stay in the tournament, and they've turned it around. They've done it.
This is why I love international football. Because this game, Croatia, I've been saying for the whole game, you know what, Albania have got this. Because they've actually played better. And
you were literally saying before, I was going to say Croatia was going to win.
No,
I reckon
you know what,
Albania's
I don't mind changing my mind. Like, I'm flip-flopping all the time. But
can I just say, how good has this tournament been, by the way?
No,
they're going to check a foul here in the build-up.
That's harsh. That's harsh. That's onside. That's not a foul. If they give that far, that's very harsh.
Do you know what? I'm buzzing because...
Oh, was it an own goal?
I don't see anything wrong with that goal, personally.
Oh,
Albania have bottled it.
That is such a
But this
harsh goal.
tournament has been unreal so far. Like, unreal. There's banger after banger of goals. I mean, there's surprising moments in games. There's comeback stories. I'm loving it.
This is going to be a good comeback.
Someone's saying it's a
Croatia.
Foul in the chat. I think it's all right.
We're not behind, are we?
That Albanian manager, I bet he's losing his absolute head.
I'll be fuming. I'll be absolutely fuming. This is the second time Albania have gone ahead. And potentially, the game's not over yet. They could still score, but it's the second time they've gone ahead and now they're losing.
Ricky texted me his thoughts, but that was just before the goal. And he said, Croatia not quite the team they used to be, but Albania proper, well organised, great team shape about them. Same as Austria were against France and Serbia against England. The smaller nations looking good, apart from Scotland. And then he said, Croatia might fly now, let's see what Albania are made of. And he said, wow.
Yeah, no, I'm flip-flopping again, man. Croatia, come on. I'm calling another goal. I predicted 3-1. I'm calling another goal from Croatia. I don't know who's going to score. Who scored that last goal? Was it Kramaric? Or there was an own goal in it?
Yeah, it was an own goal. Kramaric scored the first one.
Yeah.
Who I think has been the standout player for Croatia, personally.
Okay, yeah.
Get in the chat down below, who's been your standout player of this game?
Croatia.
Someone said, I love the offside technology. Yeah, I love having the semi-automated offside as well.
They're bringing it to the Prem next season, isn't it?
Ricky said, I'm spot on about the guy who didn't pass for Albania. You know, the guy that should have passed it.
Oh, yeah.
Only had to put that shot. These are little moments in football that can really punish you, though.
No, I said,
really punish
literally,
you.
before that first goal, I said, look, that's going to change the whole tournament. Come on, Luka Modric, man. Yeah, I don't want to say his legacy's on the line,
Let's
but
get it in there.
I do want Luka Modric to...
Oh, that was such a nice pass from the outside the boot. Oh.
Croatia 100% going to score.
That was nice football again. Croatia literally look like they've just woken up and
That's what I mean.
have just got to the Euros now.
Games can change so quickly because Croatia are not a bad team. They're actually a very good team. That's why I think how they've been playing so bad. Like,
how many own goals have we had in this tournament, by the way? We've had loads of them.
Albania to do something different now because they've wasted so many chances. But what might happen now though is because Albania have been so like compact and like well organised, because this is like crunch time, they might open up a lot. They might open up a lot, and
they have to score to stay.
Yeah, they have to score to stay in, like you said. So this could open up for Croatia to score like another goal or another 2 goals.
Ryan Gledlow says it takes a while for old legs to warm up. One-touch football from Croatia has changed the game. Exactly, like we said earlier, they've never lost that technical ability.
Yeah,
they're a very technical team, but it's just the physicality that they didn't have. But they look like they've finally woken up and come to life.
Oh.
Good crossing, good defending that. That looked like it was nailed on for a back post bullet header, weren't it?
Oh, so close.
Everyone hit a like on the video. Another cracking game on today's That's Football Watch-alongs. Thank you for joining us. Hit a like, subscribe if you're new. I think we're nearly at reaching 1.174k.
Surely it was like 20 subscribers before. Like.
Yeah, and I think we're close to it. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, put your comments in. What's been your favourite? Oh, we've hit it. We've already hit it.
Well done, guys.
Well done, everyone. But keep subscribing, put your comments in. Let us know what your favourite game of the tournament so far has been. Love it. I've been really enjoying this Euro so far.
No,
really
honestly.
enjoying it. And have you seen mods?
Yeah.
Can't wait for this. Tuesday in Manchester, you've got England playing the last game of the group.
Oh, yeah?
26 degrees it's meant to be.
Is it?
26 degrees.
26 in Manchester?
In Manchester on Tuesday.
You know what it is, yeah?
8 p.m. kickoff, beer garden, let's be having it.
Anyone who's, obviously, there's probably a lot of people in the chat who are like foreign, like not from England. You see, when it's hot in this country, it's like...
Game changing.
Honestly, like, it's just different. And it's so humid, it's like there's no air. Like, we're just boiling, like, we're just like burning.
Yeah, Albania have a track record of scoring early and then losing games, clearly. But here they are on the attack. They've got to throw something at it now because this is the last chance saloon here for them.
Last, 10 minutes?
Ooh, we've just had Jurgen Klopp in the chat. That's gifted 10 memberships. Legend, absolute legend. So thank you very much for that. Brilliant stuff. Turkey versus Georgia. A lot of people are saying the favourite game. Go on.
No, I don't believe this person, but they said when I subbed, you hit the goal. You're very welcome.
Oh, love that.
Sam translator.
Thank you for that, Sam. Also, if this game hasn't been good enough, which I've actually really enjoyed it, Mods.
Yeah.
We've got Germany-Hungary coming up next in a very short time.
A lot of people said that Hungary was at their like underdog. I've heard that a few times, Hungary being an underdogs, but the way they got beat by, who was it, Switzerland that they lost to?
Yeah.
I'm not feeling it no more. I think Germany are going to absolutely wash them like 3-4 goals.
Yeah, they got beat 3-1 by Switzerland.
Yeah, no, I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it. Albania are playing a dangerous game right now. They're trying to play at the back. You lose the ball there, they made it, to be fair. But
do you know what I will be on for that game? Kirkez watch. Kirkez keeps getting linked to United, and I watched him against Switzerland. He weren't great, so.
And you know what? And this is another thing as well. You see, like how international football, like players can kind of like make a name for themselves. I feel like this is kind of what happened. This is how we ended up with Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
This is literally how we ended up with.
Do you think it's a good scouting mission, or do you not?
No.
Yeah, because Ericsson played well good for Denmark the other day, but we know for United he's not quite there.
Yeah, like
anymore.
I remember James Rodriguez had the crazy World Cup, and his career didn't really go anywhere. Oh, he went to Real Madrid and then he went to like Bayern, but ended up at Everton. Like some players can just do amazing in international football, but when it comes back to club football, it's just different.
Got a sub here for Croatia. 2 subs coming on, probably trying to kill the clock a little bit, make things a little bit more defensively sound, considering the 2-1 up now and they want to see the game out.
Amrabat.
Yeah, Gavin says we only got Amrabat because he was class at Morocco in the World Cup.
Yeah, like it's a bit of you can see who's like a decent player, but to go purely off an international tournament and go sign a player, I feel like that's such a United thing to do anyway, like with our signings.
Ewan says Croatia strip has always been lit. I'm excited to hit it.
No, it is good to go out there. I think Chelsea got Enzo because of the World Cup hype. So, yeah.
That's true, actually.
Yeah. What other plays actually?
What international performances have actually
worked out?
And Pogba was one that he was always good, but when he was
2018?
On the stage for France, yeah.
No, Pogba was always good to me.
Yeah, he was always good, but he had a really good tournament.
No, he did. I'm trying to think. Chat, let us know what other players actually did well.
Shanam says greatest comeback in the Euros 2024 for real.
McAllister.
Yeah, he had a good tournament.
And he's been good for Liverpool as well.
But people knew he was good at Brighton though. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like the tournament made him. James Rodriguez is like the prime example, I think.
Yeah. What? Poborski. I don't know what that is.
Got Albania not really putting much of a fight up considering it's the last 5 minutes of the game. They need to give a little bit more.
I wish I could just see the energy in that stadium right now.
Look at the Croatians, they're absolutely loving life. Are we going to get anything? Get in the chat. Do you think we're going to get anything from Albania in the last 5 minutes? Is there going to be a sucker punch? I think it'll stay 2-1.
You can say 2-1.
And my prediction,
I'm sorry, that's just because it's your prediction.
If I have 2 correct predictions in a row on the Watchalongs, it should be worth something.
I want another Croatia goal because my prediction was 3-1.
Here's one for you. Obviously, Germany and Hungary are coming up next. It's going to be a really big game.
Yeah.
Do you think, it's just like that opening game, it's in their home country, loads of goals, Scotland aren't great, or do you think they are genuine contenders?
No, I 100% think they're contenders. I've been saying that anyway. I think I said that before the tournament even started, like Germany are one of my teams to win. I think they've just got a very good team. And I compare it to the 2014 team. Yes, that team was obviously insane. That team was crazy. They beat Brazil 7-1. It's a crazy team. But I think just the fact that they've got a good mixture of young players. They've still got players like Hummels and Cruz and stuff like that who have a lot of experience. So, no, I like Germany. I don't think it's just a home nation thing. I remember South Africa won the first game in the South African World Cup, or when Russia won the first game in the Russian World Cup. I don't think it's the case like that. I think they're genuinely a good team.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Can Albania do another game? Another goal?
I don't want to draw though. That's my only thing. I don't want to draw. Because a draw doesn't
people
help.
say in the chat Hummels isn't in the squad. Yeah, he's not.
Oh, my bad.
But Germany have got a very, very good team, and excited to see the starting lineup come out pretty soon. And I'm assuming there's probably only going to be about 6 minutes maybe left on the clock here with extra time, because the extra time hasn't been as long as it was at the World Cup, which was crazy.
Oh, yeah,
hit a like on the video as well, guys. We're just over 1,000 likes. We can get way more than that. Make sure you hit a like on the video, please.
I remember the World Cup, they had like 8, 9, 10 minute extra times. Like the games was just the games basically extra times like every time.
Dan Augustine says Albania better was sitting home and then came publicly to humiliate themselves. Oh, don't be tight. They've put up a good fight. Scored a nice early goal against Italy, but unfortunately got outfought. And then today, I think they made. Ooh.
Was that Modric?
Yeah,
it was.
they took the foot off the gas a little bit, and a couple of mistakes really did cost him. And Croatia, you've got Croatia are massively the favourites in this game as well.
Yeah,
you've got to
100%.
understand that. Like Albania have made it difficult for Croatia. They have very difficult. I think they should have held on, to be honest.
Yeah. I think Albania. A lot of people are predicting to come last in the group anyway. So for them to put up a good fight in the first 2 games, no one really expected it.
Small nations are doing well.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got nowhere to go.
Oof.
This really is crunch time now.
Let's see what Croatia can do. It's been a good run, to be fair.
Nice run.
Oh,
Good hands by the keeper there.
last couple of minutes.
If that was literally just a little bit closer, then they could have had a little tap in there.
They got to go all out. They've got to throw everyone forward.
Insight says Albania would make it out in any other group. I'm not sure.
Any other group?
I don't think so. Proper LFC says Slobosai will save Hungary. He didn't save him in the last game against Switzerland. Right, Albania have got to put an attack together now.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if they scored now?
I mean,
Get on side.
That's the beauty of international football. You've got to pass it. 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 If he shoots.
Oh! Oh, he was offside anyway. Oh, the keeper's injured, I think. That was crazy. That was crazy. Was he even off?
Let me see what happened. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was.
I mean,
I think, did he get kicked in the face, the keeper?
keeper probably should have done better anyway, but
Why are you showing me back the Croatian goal?
I think the keeper's that.
Why are you showing me back the Croatian goal? I want to see what I've just seen. I want to see the miss.
Screaming, pass it, and he's gone for the shot.
He should have passed.
Is the keeper like seriously injured? Is that why they're not showing it again?
Maybe.
Because he was kind of like laid a bit flat.
No, I just wanted to see. I wanted to see like the shot.
Yeah. Albanian fans are stressing.
How is the keeper now, though? That's the question. It's 5 minutes of added time. Could even be more.
So you got a yellow card for? What did he do?
Probably was complaining.
How did you not pass that?
Yeah, keeper's down.
I think that's probably why.
Oh, he's getting back up now.
Oh, that's good.
The thing is, obviously, like
It's brave,
at this point in the game for Croatia, you probably are going to want to waste a few minutes as well.
Yeah.
Not to be.
Yeah, let's see the replay.
And they're showing it finally.
Oh, he's done amazing.
Oh, he's done brilliantly.
He's done amazing there.
Keeper has done absolutely brilliantly.
Oh, he's done amazing.
Oh,
it's brave. It's very, very brave.
Did he get kneed in the face?
Yeah, I think he got kneed in his nose. Very, very brave, but that's amazing for the keeper.
Very brave. Very brave.
That was Albania's chance. That was Albania's chance to take the goal.
That keeper.
Oh wait, it was offside anyway, to be fair.
Offside, yeah. But keeper, if he wasn't offside, made up for his first mistake for the first goal, for sure. Right, 6 minutes of added time now.
No, I don't think. Why did it say 5 at the top?
Yeah, it's just changed to 6.
Yeah, no, I think it's unfortunate for Albania, but both teams have actually done well, I'll be honest.
What game, by the way, get in the chat, are you looking forward to the most? Are you looking forward to Hungary, Germany, or Scotland later? Who is Scotland playing, actually?
Let me see all the match day 2 games, actually. I want to see what other
Scotland, Switzerland later on.
games it's got. Okay. Who you got for that? Switzerland. I've got Switzerland for that.
Yeah, I reckon Switzerland will win.
Let me see what other games are there. We've got Spain, Italy. Tomorrow.
That'd be good. That'd be really good.
Very
That's tomorrow
game
night.
Tomorrow, yeah, 8 o'clock. We also got Serbia, Slovenia, Denmark, England, obviously. Netherlands, France, another good game.
Brilliant game, that. Oh, Albania on the attack here. Get the cross in, get the cross in. Goal. Oh, no.
Oh, pen?
Goal.
Oh, wait.
Oh! That was like ping pong in there.
Oh.
And I'm sorry, Albania should have scored.
Oh, another good opportunity.
Albania should have scored. This is like.
Oh, that touch
What?
there, that was a heavy touch.
What are Croatia doing? And then that volley was just not going anywhere. Did he kick someone in the face though?
Kick Fardy on the back of his head.
Oh my God, that's got to hurt.
Yeah.
That's got to hurt.
Another big chance. He's got a yellow card for it.
I mean, you have to go for it though.
No, you do. This is the end. This could be the end of their tournament. They've only got one more game left in the group. Wait, it's 3 games in the group, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 3 games in the group.
I'm not going crazy. And realistically, yeah, I think, because every other team's going to be in at least 3 points after this. What's going on?
Is this Croatia?
I wish you could hear what's going on, because we can't hear commentary.
I think, are they saying they want to make a change?
Yeah, I think they're trying to make a sub.
I mean, Albania should have scored, in my opinion.
That's too good. That's probably their 2 best chances.
Albania should have scored.
In the last 5 minutes.
Albania go again. I think what they're trying to say is, I think Croatia want the game to end, but we're not. I think he's trying to say it's been 5 minutes, but it's not. And we've got 6 added on anyway, and it's probably going to be a little bit extra because of all the time it's been stopped. Looks like Croatia are running out of steam now, to be fair.
Honestly.
It really does. They're already quite an old team.
The momentum's been swinging a lot this game.
It has been. Great pass.
Through again.
Oh! Goal has to be.
Oh! It's gone!
It was coming. It was coming. And Albania.
You know what? I got a clap for them.
Absolute sucker
I've got
punch
a clap
for
them.
Croatia.
Oh, it's so. That is. Oh, Croatia kicking themselves.
You've got to be gutted.
95th minute. This might be the game of the tournament. Even though it's a draw. Even if it's a draw.
I literally said
it might be the game of the tournament.
Turkey, Georgia yesterday, and now this has been cracking.
Even though it's a draw, yeah, genuinely, it's might be the game of the
I'm getting all the best games on the Watchalongs.
Wow.
This has been game of the tournament. It trumps Turkey, Georgia. The good luck charm I have on this studio.
Let me watch it go on again. Good turn. Oh,
unbelievable.
Amazing.
And again, they just look stuck in the mud, Croatia. They look stuck in the mud. How is he allowed to do that overlap with no one tracking him? And again, in the box, statues. Croatia are statues.
Well done, Albania.
What a game. And fair play to them for coming back. Wow. This tournament's been unreal.
You know
unreal.
You know who's kicking, like thanking himself right now, thanking the rest of his team. He was. I still don't even know who he was. The player who didn't pass it before.
The player that didn't pass it earlier.
I didn't get what his name was.
Honestly, what a game. It was the guy that scored the own goal as well.
Who was it? Let me find
Look at the Albanian manager. Oh, I love that.
Wait, let me find his name. So someone just put his name in the chat. Wow. 1 minute. This game's done. I mean, unless imagine.
Oh my God! Imagine if you got a last minute winner now.
Ref, give another 2 minutes. They're gonna. If Albania take the win, no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
Go on, cross it in. Back. Get it in, get it in, get it in.
I'm so locked in right now.
No, it's a poor cross.
Ref, don't end it yet. Give me one more chance, one more opportunity. Oh?
Get it in, get it in, get it in!
No way.
Oh. Could you imagine if that would have been a goal though? He like just put it top bins.
I think that might be it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
He's playing on. He's playing on. But Freddie.
Oh, that was poor. That was really poor.
What's he giving a yellow card?
That's not a foul.
The last 10 minutes of this game has been crazy.
What's he giving a foul for?
Where did this Albania like just come from in the second half? Like first half they were playing amazing.
His own player. Oh wait, he didn't even touch him really.
Yeah,
Can I just say? I mean, it would have been if he touched him, but
he needed to. Tactical foul. Tactical foul. You can't do it.
This Euros has been incredible.
No, yeah, tactical foul. You got to do it. There's no way Raf's gonna give them one more chance. It's been 97 minutes. If I concede in the 97th minute, I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh my God!
Way.
Oh my God!
There's no way.
Oh my God!
There's no way. Oh, he slowed down.
Oh, it's such a bad ball.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
That's crap. That's it. That's totally done.
Is it? Is it? I think the referee's having too much fun. Why is he still playing?
He's enjoying it end to end. He's getting his sprints in.
No, Croatia.
Modric banger.
He's got the ball, Kovacic.
Shoot.
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
Okay, no, it has to be it now.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
What an ending.
What a game.
What an ending to the game.
What a game. What a relentless finish as well. Kovacic is on the floor. That's not enough for Croatia, is it?
Who do you think, like, kind of...
Modric is gutted.
Who do you think kind of got lucky that game? Like, who do you think didn't get what he wanted? Because I feel like Albania, for what they started off with...
Croatia look a lot more gutted.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at Modric, he's fuming. Serial winner, he's fuming.
Yeah, because he knows how difficult it's going to be to play against.
The thing is, Italy have already got 3 points. Spain have already got 3 points.
One of them's going to lose, though. Unless you draw.
Unless they draw. Tell you what, you know what? Everyone's still in it, though. They're still in it.
Yeah.
No one's absolutely out yet.
It's gonna have to be like one of them, like, randomly Croatia just have an amazing game against, like, Italy or something, and they just take a 3 points.
It makes it really hard for Croatia now.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it makes it really hard for Croatia. But Croatia are capable of beating Italy. I don't think Albania are capable of beating Spain, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think that's the difference.
I think Modric, is basically on the verge of tears, and that shows how much he thinks them 2 points drops are a big thing for them, because they're in a hard group as well. I suppose third place is looking to go through, so that's something to look at. But
is it the same as after?
Yeah, in a lot of third place can get in a lot of these groups. But look, you need to get in like the best points scored, like third places.
Look at their faces.
That's what they need to do. So
I feel so bad.
That's what they have to do. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. We'll be back literally in 30 minutes' time for Germany versus Hungary. I can't wait. This Euros continues to excite us and it continues to deliver entertaining football. I absolutely love it. Hit a like on the video.
Oh, is it tall? Oh, yeah, it's tall.
Yeah. Hit a like on the video and we will see you on the next one in half an hour's time. Maud, thank you very much. Any last words?
Southgate out.
He is a better man. See you later, everyone.